we start now lesson number 25. We go straight. Where should we go now? Straight to verbs. We go straight to verbs. Brother, section 3. Are you with me, brothers and sisters? But maybe I should make a chart here. Fa'ala. They are the permanent resident. They have their permanent residency, okay, in the verb. Means they are the root letters, okay. Then we add, brothers and sisters, whenever you see the verb beginning with ista, it is form 10. Inshallah. Okay. What shall we call it? Bab is istaqbala. Are you with me, brothers and sisters? Istaqbala. Then maybe we should go to section 2 and start from there. من أبواب الفعل الثلاثي المزيد باب استفعل زيدت في أوله همزة وسين وتاء. Everything comes in the beginning. Nah, istaqbala, istaghfara, istamarra, istamarra. Now, brothers and sisters, the meaning of this bab, Sister Rabi, from form 2 onwards, the bab has some special characteristics. In each bab, remember, we went through it. Besides other meanings, this bab signifies an element of seeking, asking, seeking and asking. Okay, brothers and sisters? So if you say istaghfara, you are seeking forgiveness. Are you with me, brothers and sisters? You are seeking forgiveness. Here is another verb. Hada Yahdi. What is the meaning of hada? He guided. Now bring that hada into form 10. What will it happen now? Istahda means you are seeking guidance. You are seeking guidance. Are you with me? Here is a verb. Ta'ima. What is the meaning of ta'ima? He ate. Ta'ima, he ate. Okay, now bring it into form 10. Istat ama. Istat ama. What is the meaning of istat ama? You are asking for food. So seeking and asking are the two meanings in form 10. You will come across verbs which convey these meanings. Istaqbala, to receive. Yastaqbilu, istaqbil, istiqbalun. Next one, brothers and sisters, istaghfara, yastaghfiru, istaghfir, and then istighfar. Fine. This is a nice verb, brother. Ista'adda. What is the meaning of ista'adda? To get ready. Prepare yourself. Ready yourself. Ista'adda, yasta, iddu, and then ista'idda. Ista'idda. Then isti'dadun. You break it now. Are you with me, brothers and sisters? Istalqa. Now this is naqis, brothers and sisters. What is the meaning of istalqa? To lie down. To recline. To lie on your, back, okay? To recline, okay? Istalqa, yastalqi, which is actually yastalqiyu, yastalqi, and then istalqi, and now Sister Madina, istilqaun, which is actually, what is actually? Istilqayun, istilqayun. Here is a nice verb, brothers and sisters. Istaraha. Now, what are these, brother? Ajwaf. They are coming. Ajwaf are coming in the form 10. Istaraha. Yastarihu. Yastarihu. Istarih. Take rest. And what will be the master? Istirahatun. Are you with me, brothers and sisters? You got extra ta at the end. Fine, brother. Istaqala, to resign. What is the meaning of istaqala? To tender resignation. Istaqala, to resign, to tender one's resignation. Yastaqilu, istaqil, and then istiqalatun. Very good, brother. And another nice verb. Again, what is this? Ajwaf. Istafada. Yastafidu. Istafid. Istafid. Okay? And then istifadatun. Alhamdulillah. That's it, brothers. That's it. Now let's move forward. We go to the main lesson. What will you do, brothers and sisters? You will figure out Madi, Mudariya, Amar, Mastar, Ism Fa'il, Ism Maf'ul, and then Ismu Zaman and Ismu Makan. Inshallah, you'll be able to do it. Brothers and sisters, the key explains all these things very beautifully. But because it's very simple, I'm not going to the key now. But later on, I will go to the key for different concepts. This lesson is big, very important. And there are some beautiful things that we are learning in this, brothers and sisters. Okay? In this lesson, brothers and sisters, let me point out to you from the beginning, to refresh your mind and memory. Okay, what have you studied so far? Okay, brother, what is in here, brother? An, lan. What else, brother? We are going to learn now. What is it? Kai. Kai. And then are you with me, brothers and sisters? Isn't. Okay. These two we are going to learn now. Anything else that I am missing? Now, is there anything I am missing here? Yes, I am missing a couple of them. What is it? Sister Maimuna, Lamu Ta'lil. Are you with me? I did not write. Why? Because Lamu Ta'lil is not Nawasibu Mudariya. When you use Lamu Ta'lil and you make the Fi'al Mudariya Mansub, it is not the Lamu Ta'lil that is doing that work. It is An-Mudmara. Are you with me? So therefore, it is the An that is responsible for making Fi'al Mudariya Mansub, not Lamu Ta'lil. Right? Lamu Ta'lil actually is a harf jar. When you change mastar muawwal into mastar, then the lam muta'lil will make it majroor. Are you with me? And the same thing will be hatta. So hatta is not nawasibu mudariya. Even though when hatta is used, you have a fail mudariya mansub. But who made that fail mudariya mansub? It's ad-mudmira. Right? Are you with me? So it is an that does the job. Fine. We have to understand these in this lesson. We already did this before, and we are going to do this now. So watch for it, brothers and sisters. Watch for it. We have to learn more about kai, but it will come later on. Very important. We have to understand it. Huh? So truly speaking, lesson number 10 is extremely important. Al-Mudarris, brothers and sisters. Udkhul ya Zakariya. Translation, brother? Enter, O Zakariya. Ta'akharta kasiran. Ta'akharta kasiran. Brother, you came very late. You came very late. Huh? Malladhi akharaka. What is the thing that delayed you? What is the thing which delayed you? Are you with me, brothers and sisters? What will you say? What is the thing which delayed you? Okay. So ta'akhara is form 5 and akhara is form 2. Akhara is form 2, brothers and sisters. Zakaria. Now he is answering, brother. Now Zakaria is answering. Kuntu muta'abban. Muta'abban. I was tired. What is it? I was tired. Kuntu muta'abban. I was tired. What is muta'abban? It is ism maf'ul. What is the verb? At'aba. Yut'ibu. Form 4. Alhamdulillah. So, kuntu muta'abban, I was tired. Therefore, fastalqaitu. The verb is istalqaitu. So we will say fastalqaitu ala kafaya. So what is the meaning of istalqaitu? I laid down on my back. Kafaya. Kafa means back, brother. And see how it is written. Kafa. Put ya mutakallam. Because there is an alif, so it gets a fatha. Are you with me, brothers and sisters? Fastalqaitu ala kafaya ba'da salati. After the prayers. Likai. No, brother, li is lamu ta'lil and kai is from the nawasibu mudariya. What is the meaning of likai? So as. Now here is something else we have to understand. We are going to study in detail, brothers and sisters. Likai is always together, but sometimes only kai comes. And if kai comes, then li is mahzuf. It is there, but not visible. Are you with me, brothers and sisters? Likai will come and kai will come. If kai comes, then li is hidden. And when you have to negate li kai, then li cannot be omitted. Li has to be written. These are the rules we are going to learn, inshallah. Li kai, so brother, astariha. What is astariha? Failun mudariun mansubun. Okay, brother. Istaraha yastarihu. So, how many things we are getting from form 10? Istalqaitu, istalqa, and then astariha mudariya. Faghalabani naumu. What happened? The sleep overpowered me. Sleep conquered me, took control of me. Okay, fine, brother. In English, we'll say, I felt asleep. But here in Arabic, we have وَغَلَبَنِي النَّوْمُ MashaAllah. وَمَسْتَيْقَسْتُ وَمَسْتَيْقَسْتُ, which is actually وَمَا إِسْتَيْقَسْتُ. So what is the verb? Istaykaza. What is the verb? Istaykaza. Very nice verb, brothers and sisters. Istaykaza. Whenever we see a verb, brothers and sisters, from now onwards, you will always look for the root of it. How many letters are there from the root? If it is fi'l thulasi, then there will be 3 letters. If it is fi'l rubai, which we are going to learn in the next lesson, there will be 4 letters. So 3 letters we are going to look into it. What are they? No. Ya, ka, and za. It is not waw. It is ya, ka, za. Brothers and sisters, istaykaza, to wake up by yourself. It does not need mafulun bihi. But somebody wakes you up, then we'll have to go to the form 4. Go to the form 4. Aykaza. What is it? Aykaza. Okay. Aykaza. Are you with me, brothers and sisters? Aykaza. What is the meaning of aykaza? He woke somebody else. So we will need mafulun bi. Are you with me? We will need mafulun bi. Aykaza, Brother Hassan, change that aykaza into mudariya. What happened? The ya changed into wow. Because dhamma came before it. So dhamma and ya are not compatible. Are you with me? So the ya changed into wow. You kisu. Are you with me, brothers and sisters? If you're not careful, you can get easily confused. But if you have worked hard with your conjugation, you will never ever get confused. Another nice verb later on when you study Quran, it will come, and it is what is it, brother? Aikana. Mudariya, yukinu. Mudariya will be inshallah. Brothers and sisters, we move forward. وَمَسْتَيْقَظْتُ, and I did not wake up. Are you with me? وَمَا إِسْتَيْقَظْتُ, we will read as وَمَسْتَيْقَظْتُ. I sometimes break it down because you are learning. And I want you to, inshallah, understand the verbs very well. Later on, when you will become proficient, then inshallah you will join everything. Inshallah. Illa sa'ata tasiyata. Till 9 o'clock. And I did not wake up till 9 o'clock. After that, brother and sister, so, and then, fa is harfu atfin. Tawadda'tu. What is the meaning of tawadda'tu? I did wudu. Form 5, mashallah. Wa tawajjahatu. Form 5. Tawajjaha means to aim yourself or turn yourself towards something. Okay, brothers and sisters? Or to proceed towards something, Turn towards or proceed towards. Tawajjahatu bisura. Tawajjahatu bisura. Quickly, ila huna, here. Lastahmamtu. Lastahmamtu. Very nice word, brothers and sisters. You do the act of it every day. What is the verb? Istahmamtu. Now, what is the base form? Istahamma. Istahamma. Yastahimmu. Let us conjugate this, brother and sister. Istahamma. Istahamma. Istahammu. Istahammat. Istahammata. Istahmamna. Istahmamna. We break it. Why did you break it, brother? Because mutaharik pronouns came. That is the correct answer. Anything else is roundabout answer. What is the correct answer? Because the mutaharik pronoun came to be the file of the verb. Mutaharik pronoun. Remember, sakin pronouns and mutaharik pronouns, these are the pronouns which come as a file. They are joined as a file and they are always marfu. Of course, file is marfu. And these pronouns are marfu. So you say istahmamna and then you carry on. So here it is, brothers and sisters. Lastahmamtu wala aftartu. Twice la has come. Brother, with madi, what do you use mostly? Ma. Why la has come? We will be explained by Dr. Saib. The simple reason is that we use twice in quick succession. When you negate a verb in quick succession, then la can be used. La saddaka wa la sala. And now one has to argue, why here with madi la has come? Because of the repetition. Dr. Saib is explaining us later on, inshallah. So what is the meaning of la istahmamtu? I did not take shower. Okay, brother and sister. Astahimmu kulla sabahin. What is the translation? I take shower every morning. Astahimmu kulla sabahin. Okay. And what is the meaning of la aftartu? I didn't take breakfast, but aftara, yuftiru. And what is the masdar of aftara? Iftar. You are very well aware of that iftar, okay? Alhamdulillah. Brothers and sisters, Mudaris is saying, Alam yukiska zumalauka. Translation, brother. Your colleagues didn't wake you up. See, now here comes form 4. Aikaza yukizu. So, lam yukiz. Majzum. Ka is mafulun bihi. Where is the file? Zumalau, mashallah, mudaf, mudaf. Alhamdulillah. Excellent, brothers and sisters. You are understanding very beautifully, inshallah. Zakaria. Inna zumalai alladhina yathkununa ma'i. Okay, brothers and sisters. Inna zumalai. So ismu inna is zumala'u. Wa huwa mudaf and then mudaf ilayhi. What is the lazina? Naat. And what is yaskununa ma'i? Silatul mawsul. And where is the khabar of inna? Dhahabu, mashallah. But then she said, this is the way we analyze. And inshallah, when you read the Quran and try to understand sentence by sentence, our mind will analyze the sentence in this way, inshallah, brothers and sisters. Kulluhum. Dhahabu kulluhum. What is kulluhum? Tawheed. Why it is kullu? Because it is for the fa'il waw, which is marfu. Ila al-matar listiqbali raisihim. Istiqbal. What is istiqbal? Master. Receive. Receive the president. Their president. So what will be the translation? Indeed, my colleagues who live with me went, all of them went to the airport to receive their president. Fine, brothers. La basa. What is the meaning of la basa? La nafiyatul lil jins. There is no problem. It's okay. Everything is fine. No problem. Iqra al hadith, ya Marwan. Read the hadith, O Marwan. And Abi Zarrin anin Nabi. Now, I have to explain you this a little bit, brothers and sisters. Whenever you see a hadith being written like this, how is it written, Sister Hafza? Fima ruwiya anillah. Are you with me, brothers and sisters? An Abi Zarrin anin Nabi sallallahu alayhi wasallam. Fima ruwiya anillah. It means then it is hadith Qudsi. It is hadith Qudsi. Tabaraka. What is Tabaraka? Form 6. What is Ta'ala? Form 6. Annahu Kala. What is who there? Who is Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala? Allah has said. Innahu Kala means Allah has said. Are you with me, brothers and sisters? Ya ibadi. Ya ibadi. Oh my slaves. Oh my slaves. Inni harramtu dhulma ala nafsi. Indeed, I have forbidden zulm on myself. Allah is never zalim. He's always kind and just, brothers and sisters. I have forbidden myself to be oppressor or zalim. Okay, brothers and sisters? وَجَعَلْتُهُ بَيْنَكُمْ مُحَرَّمًا. What is this muharraman, brothers and sisters? It's a maful. From where? Harrama. Yuharrimu. Form 2. All these things should come to us quickly, inshallah. Okay. فَلَا تَزَالَمُوا. And I have made it forbidden amongst you. And I have made it forbidden amongst you. Look at it, brother. Ja'altu. Where is the verb? Ja'al. What is tu doing here? Fa'il. What is who doing here? Maf'ulun bihi. Make it maf'ulun bihi number 1. Because ja'ala, we are going to learn in detail about ja'ala in this lesson. Ja'ala has several meanings. Sometimes it has the meaning of 2 maf'uls. It brings in the meaning of 2 maf'uls. Okay? And we are going to learn in detail about that. Ja'alahu muharraman. So, it has 2 maf'ul. Who maf'ulun bihi number 1. Where is the second maf'ulun bihi? Muharraman. So, ja'ala has many meanings, and sometimes when it is used in certain meanings, it will have 2 maf'uls, just like Ra'a al-kalbiya. Remember? Okay. More details are coming for Ja'ala, inshallah. Fine, brothers and sisters. Translation. O my slaves, indeed I have forbidden to be zalim, okay, on myself. Allah says, I have forbidden it on myself to be zalim. I'm never oppressor, I'm always just and kind. And I have made it forbidden between you. That zulm is forbidden amongst you. Amongst you, the zulm is forbidden. Fala tazalamu. What is this tazalamu? Can anybody say? Form 6, okay. Asfinun, very good. This is la nahiya. MashaAllah, MashaAllah. Sukhaina, may Allah bless you. And increase you in knowledge, and all of us, brothers and sisters. Here, ta is dropped. Now, we got to understand that also quickly. When you see form 5 and 6 with single ta and la nahiya comes, there is an indication. What is the indication, Sister Hafsa? Then one extra ta has been dropped. So what is actually the verb? Fala tatazalamu. Fala tatazalamu. What is the madi? Tazalama. What is it? Tazalama. Okay. What is the madi, brothers and sisters? Mudariya. And then what did I write, brothers and sisters? Tata zalamuna. Bring la nahiya. It is la tata zalamu. Now there are two tas and they are a little heavy on your tongue, so we make it light. So it became la tazalamu. We got to know these things. We must know them, inshallah. Brothers and sisters, I think we should take a break now and we move forward. Inshallah. Alhamdulillah. Brothers and sisters, we are back and we'll start our lesson. So the last thing that we understood was la tazalamu. What is the meaning of la tazalamu? Remember, form 6 has the meaning of action taking place between people. If you say amma yatasaaluna, means what are they asking each other? So fala tazalamu means do not oppress each other. Do not make zulm to each other. That is the meaning. Remember form 6, okay? It is interaction between people. So la tatazalamu change into la tazalamu. So do not oppress each other. Be kind to each other. Okay? Be fair to each other. Fine, brothers and sisters. Next one, ya ibadi. Kullukum dalun. What is the translation, brother? All of you are astray. All of you are astray. Okay? You have gone astray. So where is the mubtada? Kullu. Okay? And then mudaf, mudaf ilayhi. Dalun is your khabar. Illa, except man hadaytuhu. Except, brother, this is so beautiful. Except one whom I guide. If today we are on Sirat al-Mustaqim, if we are following the Quran and the Sunnah, brothers and sisters, and we follow the tenets of Islam, who guided us? Did you learn all by yourself? No, it was Allah's mercy. Allah guided you. Islam is a niyama. Islam is a gift from Allah to us. Now we should make ourselves worthy of receiving that gift. We should prove ourselves that we are worthy of Allah's grace and mercy. We should justify our life, our acts, our deeds to reflect the spirit of Islam, brothers and sisters. And I always tell everybody, brothers and sisters, we are, each and every one of us, we are the ambassadors of Islam. When you go outside and meet people, whatever you do, it will reflect Islam, because we are Muslims. If you are good, then they'll say, what a beautiful person is, what religion it is that they are following. Why are they so good? And if you are not so good, brother, it reflects on Islam. You can be a good ambassador, or you can be a terrible ambassador of Islam. So it is our duty to always, act according to the teachings of Islam. And keep the Quran and Sunnah in front of us, inshallah. Brothers and sisters, Ya ibadi, kullukum dalun illa man hadaytuhu, except the one whom I guided. Fine. So, what is the next word, brother and sister? Fastahduni. What is the translation of this? What kind of a word is that? It is amar. What is madi? Istahda. Are you with me? From hada, istahda. Okay? So, if it is amar, istahdu. Istahdu. What is the meaning of istahdu? Ask for guidance. Ask for guidance. Ask for guidance. Are you with me, brothers and sisters? Istahduni. Asked for guidance from me. So, where is the file? Wow. And what is this Ya Mutakallam doing here? Mafulun bi. To whom does this Ya Mutakallam refer to? Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Fine, brothers and sisters. What is the next word, brother and sister? Ahdikum. I will guide you. I will guide you. What is ahdi? Failun? Is form 4? No. Hada yahdi. Yahdi, 5 in your pocket. Not even Amar. You're all going wayward. Okay, Hada yahdi, 5 in your pocket. Tahdi, tahdi, ahdi, nahdi. So this is Fi'lun Mudari'un. Hada yahdi. But what is it, brother? Ahdikum? MashaAllah, you already got it. These two sisters are very sharp. Abir and Hafza, MashaAllah. May Allah bless you and all of us. Brother, this is Majzoom. This is Jawabu Talab. Ahdi, Sister Mahnaz. Fi'lun Mudari'un Majzoomun bi harfi illa. Okay, and fa'il mustatir. Taqdiruhu ana. And that is again Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Kum is your mafulun bihi. So why it is Majzoom? Because it is Jawabu Talab. Now I want you to insert the shart. Istahduni. What is it? Istahduni. That is your amar. Means ask me for guidance. Are you with me? So, now, in tastahduni, if you ask me for guidance, what will I do? I will guide you. So this thing, if you insert it, and I want you to insert it, brothers and sisters, it makes it a little more interesting and emphatic. Brother? Whenever there's a talab and jawabu talab, Sister Maimuna, we can insert the shart there. So here is the meaning, brother. Istahduni, ask me for guidance. Okay? If you ask me for guidance, I'll guide you. So, what is the shart? In tastahduni. Okay? What is tastahdu? Fi'lun mudari'un majzumun bihadfi noon. Fa'il is wow. And then nunu vikaya and ya mutakallam is mafulun bihi. If you put the shart, then ahdikum will become, what will it become, Sister Maimuna? Jawabu shart. What will it become? Jawabu shart. Now without the shart, it is jawabu talab. Are you with me, brothers and sisters? Inshallah. Next one, brothers and sisters. That is why I wrote down during the break, so that you can copy it, inshallah, slowly. I will leave it there. Ya abadi, kullukum ja'iyun. You are all hungry. Illa, except man at'amtuhu. What kind of verb is this? At'ama. At'ama means to feed somebody. Brothers and sisters, the food we eat, is it because of my hard work and my intelligence that the food is on the table? No. Allah is feeding us. We should be grateful to Allah for everything, for the food on our table. Are you with me, brothers and sisters? So the food that we are eating, it is Allah who is feeding us, brothers and sisters. Things can go wrong and you can be in big trouble, brother. Are you with me, brother and sister? Look around the world, how many hungry people are there, brother. We should be grateful that Allah has been so kind to us that we get 2 square meals every day of our choice. It is mercy of Allah, brother. We should remember Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala every time, especially when we eat, inshallah. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, you are all hungry except the one whom I feed. Whom I feed. Illa man at'amtuhu. At'amtuhu. The verb is at'ama. Yut'imu. Okay, brothers and sisters. So, what is the next word, brother? Fastat'imuni. So, what is the verb? Istat'ama. Shall I write down, brothers and sisters? Maybe it will help you. What was the first word? This was the first. Now, what is the second, brothers and sisters? Okay, istat'ama. And here it was hada yahdi. And here it is. And what will be here, brother? Did you get it, brothers and sisters? So we come to the second. Istat'ama. Istat'ama. Are you with me, brothers and sisters? Istat'ama. Yastat'imu. So here the sentence is, brothers and sisters, Fastatmi'uni. Fastatmi'uni. What is it? Amar. Istat'imu. Fi'lu amrin. Fi'lu amrin. Mabniun ala hadfi noon. Are you with me, brother and sister? So in other words, you got to be strong in your conjugation. You got to be strong in your conjugation. So you should know, inshallah, Fine. So, فَاسْتَطْعِمُونِي, ask me for food. What will happen? أُطْعِمَ, أُطْعِمَكُمْ, I will feed you. I will feed you. Fine. Now insert the shart. فَاسْتَطْعِمُونِي. In تَسْتَطْعِمُونِي, if you ask me for food, أُطْعِمَكُمْ, I will feed you. Got the idea, brother? So the shart makes little extra sense. That is why I request you to insert it, brothers and sisters. Next one, brothers and sisters, Ya ibadi, kullukum arin. Now, brother, what is arin? You are all naked, undressed. Okay? Illa man kasawtuhu. What is kasawtu? Kasa yaksu. Okay? To dress somebody, to put on clothes, brothers and sisters. Kasa yaksu. Got the idea, brothers and sisters? Inshallah. So, what is the amr afterwards? Ya ibadi, kullukum arin, O my servants, you are all naked, except the one I clothed him, or dressed you. Okay. Except the one I dress him, or clothe him. Fastaksuni. So, ask me for clothes, What will happen? Aksukum. Kasa, yaksu, 5 in your pocket. 5 in your pocket. Yaksu, taksu, aksu, naksu. How would you define aksu? Fi'lun mudari'un, majzumun, bi, harfi illa. You drop the vowel. Okay, fine, brothers and sisters. And so if you put the shart, if you insert the shart, what it will be, brothers and sisters? In tastaksuni, if you ask me for clothes, are you with me, brother? What will happen? Aksukum, I will clothe you. Fine, brothers and sisters? So without shart, it is jawabu talab. And if you put the shart, then it becomes jawabu shart. Inshallah, brother. Last one, brothers and sisters. Ya ibadi, O my slaves, innakum tukhti'una bil-layli wan-nahar. What is the meaning of this, brother? You are all making mistakes day and night. Brother, tukhti'una, what kind of a verb is this? Form 4, remember, form 4. Akhta'a yukhti'u. Brother, we got to think quickly, inshallah. Form 4. وَأَنَا أَغْفِرُ لَكُمْ ذُنُوبَ جَمِيعًا. And I forgive you all your sins. Are you with me, brothers and sisters? Innakum, brother, inna is your harfu tawqid wa nasmin. Kum is your ismu inna. And where is the khabar inna? Jumla fi'liya. Tukhti'una bil-layli wan-nahar. وَأَنَا أَغْفِرُ لَكُمْ. And I forgive all of you, all your sins. Okay. فَاسْتَغْفِرُونِي. So, what is the meaning of فَاسْتَغْفِرُونِي? Ask me for forgiveness. Istaghfara yastaghfiru. فَاسْتَغْفِرُونِي. Ask me for forgiveness. And what will happen? أَغْفِرْ لَكُمْ. I will forgive you. But Aghfir is majzoom because it is jawabu talab. Are you with me? Now put the shart, insert the shart. Fastaghfiruni. Ask me for forgiveness, okay? In tastaghfiruni. If you ask me for forgiveness, what will happen? I will forgive you. Got the idea, brother? So write down these things also. You can put it in your, as a shart in the Jumla, brother and sister. Rawahu Muslim. This is narrated by Imam Muslim. Yadkhulu Abdul Malik. Abdul Malik enters, brothers and sisters. Al-Mudaris. We are learning something very important now, brothers and sisters. Al-Ana Tati, you have come now. وَقَدِّنْتَهَا الدَّرْسُ أَوْ كَادَ. What is the translation? Brother, remember, qad has come and the madi has come. Remember? So qad is harfu tahqiq and madi has come. Okay? And darsu is your file. What is the verb? Intaha yantahi. Form. What is the root? Naha. Naha. Very good. MashaAllah. What is the translation? Al-an tati, you have come now. After the dars has finished or about to finish. After the dars has finished. Okay. Brothers and sisters, what is this waw? Waw al-hal. What is this? Waw al-hal. In the previous lessons, we studied that al-jumlatul ismiyatu can come as a hal. Are you with me? Hafiztu Qur'ana wa ana saghirun. Or you can say, Mata jaddi wa ana saghirun. Dakhaltul masjida wal imamu yakra'u Fatiha. What is the meaning of that, brother? I entered the masjid while the imam was reciting. So I entered, in what condition did you enter? While the imam was reciting. Got the idea, brothers and sisters? So that was a jumla ismiya. Dakhaltul masjida wal imamu yakra'u Fatiha. Okay? I entered while the imam was reciting. Okay? Now I change it, brother, and bring it jumla fi'liya and fi'l in madi. Listen carefully, brother. Dakhaltul masjida wa qad qara'a al-imamu al-Fatiha. Wa qad qara'a al-imamu al-Fatiha. How will you translate now? I entered the masjid when the imam had finished reciting Fatiha. Got the idea, brothers and sisters? Now this is very beautifully explained in the key. And we are going to study it tomorrow in detail, brothers and sisters. But this is jumla, fi'liya, and fi'l in madi. Are you with me? The fi'l will be in madi, and qad has to come. And that jumla will be a jumla haliya. Are you with me? So, al-ana ta'ati, you have now come. In what condition have you come? That the dars has already, after dars has finished or about to be finished. So this is waw al-hal. And the whole al-jumlatul fi'aliyatu. Are you listening, brothers and sisters? Sister Maimuna? Fi mahalli nasbin ha. Sister Madina, this is very, very beautiful and important, inshallah. We are going to learn in more detail tomorrow, inshallah. Abdul Malik. Zahabtu ila al-mustawsafi. What is the mustawsafi? Clinic. Ismu makan. What is the verb? Istawsafa. Istawsafa. So this is ismu makan. On the pattern of Sister Sukhaina. What is the pattern of ismu makan and ismu zaman? Ismu maf'ul. Remember that. It is on the pattern of ismu maf'ul. Mustawsafa. We got to think like that also, inshallah. Zahabtu ila mustawsafil jamia. I went to the clinic of the university. Fahawwalani. Hawwala. What is the meaning of hawwala? To change or to transfer. Hawwalani tabibu. Fahawwalani tabibu. The doctor, what he did? He transferred me ila mustashfal ami. Mustashfal ami. What is mustashfal ami? What is mustashfal ami? General hospital. He transferred me to the general hospital. Okay. Al-Mudaris. What does he say? La bas. No problem. Alaika. And what is the next word? Brother, very beautiful. Very beautiful word. Tahurun inshallah. Tahurun inshallah. What is tahurun? This is a dua, brother. This one word, tahurun, is a dua. It is duaun. What is it? Duaun. Write down, brothers and sisters. I will write down, try to write down, squeeze it here. Got the idea, one sister? Write it down this way, inshallah. So when you say tahurun inshallah, are you with me, Sister Manas? Everything all right here? When you say to somebody, somebody's, not well, then you say tahurun inshallah. Does it mean? It's a dua. That may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala erase your sins because of this illness. Okay? Bi anna yamhuwa. Maha yamhu. Make it mansub. Yamhuwa. Allahu. Allahu is the file. Bi haza. Jar majrun. What is al maradi? Badal. Mashallah. And then az-zunu ba. Az-zunu ba. Brothers and sisters? Okay, that is the mafulun bihi of yamahuwa. Got the idea? It's very beautiful, brother, to understand. When you hear the word tahurun inshallah, it means it's a dua. Then may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala erase your mistakes by this illness. Got the idea, brother and sister? Asta'azantal mudira. What is happening here, brother? Can somebody tell me? There is a hamzatul wasal dropped. What is actually istazanta? But remember, in form 7, form 8, and form 10, if you put hamzatul istifham in the beginning, then the hamza of these 3 babs are dropped. Rather, they are dropped, brothers and sisters. So what is it? Astazantal mudira. Translation, brother? Did you take the permission of the mudir? Now the hamzatul wasal comes. Istazantuhu. I took his permission. Qabla zahabi. Fa'adhina li. And he permitted me. He granted me permission. Fine. Yarinnul jarasu. Yarinnul jarasu. Brothers and sisters? Yarinnul jarasu. Translation? The bell rings, okay. فَيَخْرُجُ الْمُدَرِّسُ. And the mudarris leaves, brother. وَيَتَّبَعُهُ حَامِدٌ. And Hamid follows him. Very good, brother. وَيُسِرُّ إِلَيْهِ حَدِيثًا. Brother, what is this? Yusirru ilayhi. What kind of a verb is this? Sister Maimuna, before I ask Sister Hafsa. Huh? Form 4. Asarra. What is it, brother and sister? Asarra. Huh? Write it down. Huh? Asarra. What is the meaning of asarra? To talk softly. Huh? To talk very softly. To whisper something. Yusirru ilayhi hadisan. He speaks to the teacher very quietly and softly. Brothers and sisters, hadisan is the talk, kalam. Hadisan here is the talk, kalam. Hamid. No, this is what Hamid is whispering to the teacher. Ya fazilata shaykhi. Oh, honorable shaykh. Uridu an atahaddasa ilayka fi mawdu'in. Translation, brother. Atahaddasa. What kind of a verb is this? Form 5. Tahaddasa. Yatahaddathu. 5 in your pocket. Yatahaddathu. Tatahaddathu. Tatahaddathu. Atahaddathu. Natahaddathu. Very good, brothers and sisters. Atahaddasa. An atahaddasa. Mansub. Ilayka fi mawdu'in. A subject. What is the meaning of mawdu'un here? A matter, a subject. Walakinnani astahyi. Lakinnani astahyi. What kind of a verb is this, brothers and sisters? Istahya. What is it? Istahya. Istahya. What is the root? Or it can be sometimes written like this, brothers and sisters. Are you with me? It can be written like this too. Okay, fine. What is the root? What is the root? Ha, ya, ya. Ha, ya, and then again, ya. Got the idea, brothers and sisters? What is the meaning of istahya? To feel embarrassed, to feel ashamed. Many meanings, but this is also one of the meaning. This is also one of the meaning. When you bring it in form 10, we know the verb haya means sharam, shame. Are you with me? Got the idea? So there is the mastar. Hayaun, hayaun. That's the mastar. Means embarrassment, shame. Okay? So here, brother and sister, istahya. Istahya means to be ashamed, to be embarrassed. Okay, brother? So this is a little tricky. Istahya, make it into mudariya. Yes. Tah. Ye, like this. Are you with me? Yes, tah. Ye. Now, brothers and sisters, make it majzum. What will you do? Drop the ya. If you make it majzum, you will drop the ya. So what will you say? I'm writing tas, tah, ye. Got the idea? Tas, tah, ye. How will you describe it? Fi'lun, mudari'un, majzumun bihadfi harfi illah. Because this is what you dropped. Inshallah. Look at this sentence, brothers and sisters. Walakinnani astahyi. But I am embarrassed. What is the teacher saying? Qul, say. Wala tastahyi. See, what is this la? La an-nahiya. And what is this tastahi? Mudariya majzoom. And you know how to say it. Fi'lun mudari'un majzoomun bi hadfi harfi illa. Okay. Now Hamid says, Ahtaju ila mablagin min al-ma'al. Translation, brother? I am in need of some money. Got the idea, brothers and sisters? Okay. Ahtaju, what kind of a verb is this? Form 8, mashallah. Is this Madi Mudariya? This is Mudariya. What is Madi? It's ihtaja. Ihtaja. Make it ism file. Muhtaj. Okay, you know that. Okay, fine. Ihtaju ila mablagin min al-mal. I am in need of money. But see how clever Dr. Abdurrahim is. And how beautifully he constructs these dialogues. And in this one sentence, he brings from 10, from 8, from 4, everything comes here. And it's so beautiful, brothers and sisters. Istaqrattu. What is it, brothers and sisters? Istaqrattu. What is the meaning of seeking? Remember? I asked for a loan. Okay, the root is karada. Okay. Istaqrattu min ba'di zumalai. Means I asked some of my colleagues, okay. I asked, what did you ask? I asked loan. I asked for a loan from some of my colleagues. Falam yukriduni. Falam yukriduni. What kind of verb is this? Form 4, akrada, yukridu. Yukridu, yukridani, and then yukriduna. Lam yukridu, fi'lun mudari'un, majzumun bi hadfi noon. And what is this ni doing? Nunu vikaya. Ya mutakallim, mafulun bihi. Where is the file? Wow, mashallah. Fahal yumkinu? Fahal yumkinuni? But the yumkinu has come. We got to look for the file. Masdar mu'awwal is your file. Okay, ya mutakallim is mafulun bihi. Amkana yumkinu. Hal yumkinuni an aktarida. What is this aktarida? Form 8. What is it? Iktarada. Yaktaridu. What is the meaning of iktarada? To borrow. What is the meaning of akrada? To loan. Let me write it down. But that way you will understand better, inshallah. When you take the verbs, when you take a verb in different forms, the meaning undergoes a change. The root is still same. The root verb is still same. Karada. Okay? So iktarada is to borrow. And akrada is to loan. And istakrada is to ask for a loan. To ask for a loan. Got the idea, brothers and sisters? Keeping these things in mind, if you read the sentence, inshallah you will understand it fully. Istaqrattu min ba'da zumalai. I asked for a loan from some of my colleagues. Falam yukriduni. But they did not give me loan. Okay? They did not loan me. Okay? Falhal yumkinuni. Is it possible for me an aktarida minka, that I borrow from you? Naam. Yes. Jazakallahu khairan. Sa'atika ba'da salatil ashri inshallah. I will come to you after the salat asr. Al-Mudaris. Now Mudaris is replying. Look at the reply, brother. Idhin. What is the meaning of idhin? So. Or then. So. Idhin. Antaziraka. I will wait for you. But brothers and sisters, this is antazira. Why antazira? Because his name is Nawasibu Mudarya. Are you with me? Is an end. There are too many things you have written, so you got all mixed up. So Izan is Nawasibu Mudarya. Brothers and sisters? Okay, we are going to study tomorrow in detail, inshallah. So this is how Izan is used. It has a special rules how to use it. Okay, if you do not use it in its proper way, then it does not make the fi'al mudari' mansub. It can only make a fi'al mudari' mansub. It is used in its proper way. And we are going to learn tomorrow, inshallah, brothers and sisters. Hamidun, anta al-ana fi baytika jadid. Brothers and sisters, fi baytika al-jadidi. What is al-jadidi? Not for what? Bayti, mashallah, mashallah. Alaysa kazalik? Translation, brother? Isn't that so? Very good. Al-Mudaris, Bala. How will you translate Bala? Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Oh, ho, ho, ho. Asa has come. Asa has come. Brother, we just studied. Asa an takuna mustarihan fihi. Translation, brother. Asa an takuna. It is hoped. It is hoped. It is hoped that you are comfortable in it. Are you with me, brothers and sisters? This is asatamun. Asatamun. Tamun, brother. Make it asa nakis, just for the fun of it. Sister, okay, let's Hafsa answer. Hafsa, make it nakis. If you say an asa an, then khalas. No. Very simple. Sister Maimuna, asaita. That's all. Asaita, the ta came. Asaita, ta is a ismu asa. Got the idea? But don't worry, I sometimes surprise you and I take you off guard. Okay. Asa an takuna mustarihan fihi. It is hoped that you are comfortable in it. Fine, brothers and sisters. What is this mustarihan? Ism fa'il. What is the Mahdi? Istaraha. Yastarihu. MashaAllah, MashaAllah. Brothers and sisters, you will inshallah do the question and answer tomorrow. You will do it at home. You will try, brothers and sisters. Read the lesson and read the thing, everything there. And then we will start from section 4 tomorrow. And I really would like to carry on now, but there is not much time left now. And then tomorrow, we will make an effort to finish the lesson, inshallah. If you come early, we'll start in time, inshallah. Jazakumullahu khair, brothers and sisters. Rabbana آتنا في الدنيا حسنة وفي الآخرة حسنة وقنا عذاب النار ربنا هب لنا من أزواجنا وذرياتنا قرة أعين واجعلنا للمتقين إماما ربنا تقبل منا إنك أنت السميع العليم وتب علينا إنك أنت التواب الرحيم رب اشرح لي صدري ويسر لي أمري واحلل عقدة من لساني يفقهوا قولي ربي زدني علما أجمعين إن شاء الله. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala increase in all of us knowledge. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Nice to see you, brothers and sisters. We will continue our study of lesson number 25. Ad-Darsul Khamisu wal Ishrun. Page number 214. I have written something on the board again. Inshallah, when we come to that exercise, we'll discuss this. Number 4, Ayyin fil amsilatil atiyati. Ayyin fil amsilatil atiyati. Bab istafa'ala. Bi harshar. Bi mushtaqatihi. With all its derivatives. Everything that is connected with Bab, istafa'ala, we are going to note it down, inshallah. Be it Madi, be it Mudariya, Amr, Masdar, Ism Fa'il, Ism Maf'ul, Ism Makan, Ism Zaman. Astahimmu kulla sabahin. What is the translation, brother? I take shower every morning. Is there anything interesting here for us? Fi'l Mudariya. Astahimmu. MashaAllah. Number 2, brothers and sisters. Istajartu hadhi shakka. What is the meaning of shakka? Apartment. Apartment. Istajartu hadhi shakka bi 15 alfa riyalin. Okay, brothers and sisters. Write it down properly. Be brothers and sisters, what is be? Harcha. Where is our Ism Majroor? Khamsata, I don't see any kasra there. It's mabni. Because it is mabni. So what will you say? Khamsata ashara. This is murakkab. Okay? From 11 to 19, remember? It remains everything fatah. Mabniun ala fatah. Fi mahalli jar ism majroor. Fine, brother. Khamsata ashara is a murakkab. What is alpha? What is alpha? It is tamiz. What is it? Tamiz. That is why it has got a fatah. But why it has got a single fatah? Because it is mudaf. And then riyalin is the mudaf ilayh. Now, one more thing we must take a note of it, and you can write it down, brothers and sisters, that Khamsata Ashara is adad. Are you with me? So where is the ma'adud for Khamsata Ashara? Alpha. Are you with me? Alpha is ma'adud. The thing counted. If alpha is a ma'adud, then what is riyalin? Riyalin is also ma'adud. But then where is the adad for riyalin? Alpha. For riyalin, the adad becomes alpha. Are you with me, brothers and sisters? And this is something to understand, Sister Swaya. Make a note of it, sister. Alpha is tamiz, as well as it is the ma'adud for khamsata ashara. Are you with me? And then riyalin is the madud for alpha. Huh? Just make a note of it and think about it. You will get your answer, inshallah. If you say khamsata ashara, you don't know what. So then you bring the tamiz, alpha. And if you say alpha, alpha what? Then you bring riyalin. Got the idea, brothers and sisters? To clarify everything. So riyalin is also a tamiz, but it is fi mahalli nasbin. It's majroor here. Remember, brothers and sisters, when we studied numbers in the beginning, we didn't do a thorough job because I felt we can do it later on, or you will be able to do it on your own, because numbers we tend to forget. So we tried to do almost all of it, but not completely. Brothers and sisters, from 11 to 99. The madud is singular, indefinite, and it is mansub, it's tamiz. Then what happens from 3 to 10? The madud is jama and it is mudaf ilayhi. It's majroor. So jokingly we say from 11 to 99 it is tamiz, and from 3 to 10 it is battamiz. But it is majroor, but it is still tamiz. It is tamiz, because it is what tells us, you are counting this. Keep that in mind, brothers and sisters. Okay. Yastamirru. What is the meaning of yastamirru? Continues, or it lasts. Continues or it lasts. Yastamirru al-imtihanu yawmayni. Translation, brother? Means examination lasts or continues 2 days. So what is the yastamirru? Mudariya. Istamarra. Very good. Nice word, brothers and sisters, here. Ista'iddu lil-imtihani. Tell me the meaning of ista'adda. To prepare, to get ready. So what is this? Ista'iddu. Amar. Prepare yourself. Where is yourself in here? Wow. Wow is antum. Antum. Antum is you all prepare. Lil-imtihan. فَإِنَّهُ قَرِيبٌ جِدًّا, because it is very close. So ista'iddu fi'lu amrin mabniun ala hadfi nun, and the file is wow, mashallah. Istaslama al-mujrimu lil-shurtati. Shurtiyun is one policeman, and shurtatun is jama. Are you with me, brothers and sisters? Istaslama. What is it, brothers and sisters? Mahdi. What is the meaning of istaslama? To surrender. To surrender. The criminal surrendered to the police. Shurtati is here jama. Next one, brothers and sisters, number 6. Yustahabbu. What kind of a verb is this? It is majhul. What is madi? Istahabba. Istahabba. What is the meaning of istahabba, brothers and sisters? To deem desirable. To feel that something is recommendable. To consider it as a thing to be recommended. To prefer something. These are the meaning of istahabba. It is desirable. It is recommendable. So, yustahabbu. This is majhul. And where is the naib file? Al-ghuslu. What is al-ghuslu? Shower. For what? Lil-ihram. What is the meaning of this? Before you put ihram, it is desirable that you have a shower. Alhamdulillah. Next one, brothers and sisters, la yajuzu, jaza yajuzu. What is the meaning of jaza yajuzu? We have done several times. It's permissible. La yajuzu isti'anatu. What is isti'anatu? Master. What is the verb? Isti'an. Yasta'in. Okay. Iyaka na'budu wa iyaka yasta'in. So this is the verb, brother. That is mudariya and this is the master. What is the meaning of ista'ana? To seek help. Again, the element of seeking is there. To ask for help, to seek help. La yajuzu. What is the meaning of la yajuzu? It is not permissible. Seeking of health bighayrillahi, other than Allah. It is not permissible. You cannot go to a grave and ask for things, Oh, so and so, help me. Or you cannot do that, brother. Of course, in our daily lives, we ask a friend to help us. But in our du'as, we only ask Allah to help us, Because Allah will help us through somebody, inshallah. Are you with me, brothers and sisters? Next one, brothers and sisters. Ana mubtada. Where is the khabar? Musta'iddun. What is this musta'iddun? Ism file. What is the meaning of this? I'm ready. I'm ready. Okay? Ready for what? Lissafari, for traveling. So it's easy, brothers and sisters. What makes or what will make things easy? Our vocabs. If we know the meaning, inshallah. Because, alhamdulillah, now, after working hard for over 6 months, you have the knowledge now. But that knowledge has to be brushed up and refined, polished. In other words, revision is necessary. And stay in touch with Medina books and you will become stronger and stronger, inshallah. You cannot finish the course and keep the Medina books. No, you got to revise, especially book 3. Okay. Arju laka mustaqbalan zahiran. What is the meaning of zahiran? Brilliant. Brilliant. So what is the meaning of this sentence? I wish you brilliant future, great future. I wish you great future. وفي التنزيل, brother, in the Quran, إذ قلنا, brothers and sisters, إذ قلنا للملائكة. Whenever إذ comes, brother, there is something, no, this is not shart. There is a fi'l mahzuf. And what is that, brothers and sisters? Uskur. This also will come later on in the dars. Uthkuru, remember. This is there, but not written. Are you with me, brothers and sisters? This is there, but not written. What's the meaning of it? Remember. Remember. It's coming. إِذْ قُلْنَا لِلْمَلَائِكَةِ أُسْجُدُوا لِآدَمَ. Now see, we can understand every word in Arabic. Every word in Arabic we are understanding, brother. Fasajadu. What is usjudu? Amar. Li Adam jar majrur. Okay. Fasajadu. What is sajadu? Mahdi. Where is the file? Wow. Fine. And usjudu. Also the file is wow. But usjudu is wow antum. And sajadu is wow huwa. Illa, see, illa has come now. Okay, that is Harfu istisna. We are going to study. It is coming in lesson number, I believe, 31 or 32. Okay. Illa Iblisa. Okay, Iblis is the shaitan. Abba, what is the meaning of Abba? Refused, decline. Abba is to refuse and decline, brother. Okay, brothers and sisters, Abba, Madi. Where is Mudariya? Abba, Ya Abba. Bab, Fatah. Write down. Abba, Ya Abba. In future, inshallah, whenever you come across Mahdi, write down Mudariya. In your books with a pencil, just small handwriting, brother and sister. And if you see Mudariya, you can also write Mahdi. That becomes very essential in the case of Fi'l Falasi. But in the case of Mazid Fihi, it is simple. Because we can immediately figure out. But with Fi'l Falasi, we don't know which bab it is. Then it becomes essential to write Mahdi Mudariya. Vastakbara. What is Vastakbara? Form 10. This is what is of our interest. Vastakbara. What is the meaning of Vastakbara, brothers and sisters? He became arrogant. He became haughty, arrogant. Wakana min al-kafirin. Okay. Number 5, section number 5. Istalqaitu ala kafaya likai astariha. So, brothers and sisters, likai has come. Now here, inshallah, if you read the key, Dr. Sahib has explained it very beautifully. Very beautifully. So, brothers and sisters, here comes the Nawasibu Mudariya. What are those particles which make Fi'l Mudariya mansub? Have we studied an? Yes. Have we studied lan? Yes. Now we are studying kai. What are we studying, brother? Kai. Remember? Kai is from the Nawasibu Mudariya, so as, okay. But kai, whenever you use kai, brothers and sisters, Lamu Ta'lil is there, li kai. Li kai is always there. Sometimes it is omitted. Only kai is written. But you must understand, if the kai is written, then lam is there, mazuf. Okay? It's always there. Now, sometimes you say li kai, and sometimes you say kai. Okay? It becomes optional. But if you have to negate it with la nafiya, what did I say, brothers and sisters? What did I say? La nafiya, not nahiya, brother. Nahiya is a different ball game. Okay? La nafiya. Then everything has to be written. Li has to be written, kai has to be written, and la has to be written. Li kai la has to be written in this order. Otherwise, it will be wrong. Are you with me, brothers and sisters? Now, here is something between an and kai. There is a relationship between an and kai. And what is that relationship, brother? That an plus Fi'l Mudariya, brothers and sisters, gives the meaning of master. Are you with me? Kai and Fi'l Mudariya also gives the meaning of master. So this is the relationship. They both act like. They will come in the sentence with Fi'l Mudariya and they convey the meaning of master. You can change them into master if you really want to. Okay? Are you with me, brothers and sisters? But with lan, it is not like that. It is just a nafi, but in future. And izan, it is not like that. Are you with me? So these two have a relationship, brothers and sisters. And what is that relationship? That they both convey the meaning of master when they come. Are you with me, brothers and sisters? Keep that in mind, inshallah. Kai min nawasibi mudariya. Okay, brothers and sisters? The group of particles which gives nasab to the fi'l mudariya. Yusamma, and it is called. What is yusamma? Majhul. What is madi? Samma. Yusammi. Yusamma, brothers and sisters, is majhul, but samma, yusammi will have two mafulun bihis. Okay. So, here, brothers and sisters, yusamma, it is called. What is it called? Harfa. See, this is the mafulun bihi, harfa. Because when there are two mafulun bihi in the verb, and you make it into majhul, one mafulun bihi becomes naib fa'il. The other mafulun bihi remains mafulun bihi. Got the idea? You will remember this. When does it happen, Sister Hafsa? When the verb has two mafulun bihis. When there are two mafulun bihis, and you bring that verb into a passive voice, majhul, then one mafulun bihi will become naib fa'il. The original fa'il is relieved of his duties. And then the mafulun bihi number one will become naib fa'il. And what will happen to mafulun bihi number two? It will remain mafulun bihi. Inshallah. Keep that in mind, brother. So yusamma, where is the naib fa'il? Mustatir. Taqdiruhu huwa. And harf, this is your maful. Harf masdariyatin wa nasbin wa istiqbal. Is it clear, brothers and sisters? Inshallah, you will remember this. But do not sit down to memorize all these things. Just revise them. As you read them, inshallah, it will stick in your memory. Brothers and sisters, harfu masdariyatin. What is the meaning of that? That particle plus fi'l mudari mansub will convey the meaning of masdar. That's it. That's the meaning of it. And nasbin, of course, you know, it will give fi'l mudari nasab. And istiqbal means it is present and future. Okay, brothers and sisters? Mostly future. Istiqbal is future. لِأَنَّهَا تَجَلُ مَا بَعْدَهَا. See, whatever I'm explaining in English, it's coming in Arabic. لِأَنَّهَا تَجَعَلُ مَا بَعْدَهَا. What is the meaning of تَجَعَلُ? Mix. Ja'ala is to make. مَا بَعْدَهَا, or does. Okay. After it, fi ta'wili. What is this fi ta'wili? Explanation. Interpretation. Ta'wil is interpretation or explanation. Are you with me, brothers and sisters? Now tell me, what is ta'wil? Master, what is the verb? Awwala, yu'awwilu. What is the meaning of awwala? To explain. Are you with me, brothers and sisters? Very good. Fi ta'wili, master. Means it gives the explanation of master. Are you with me, brothers and sisters? Alhamdulillah. فَتَعْوِيلُ مِثَالِ الثَّابِكِ, and the explanation of the previous example. What is it? إِسْتَلْقَيْتُ عَلَى كَفَايَا لِاسْتِرَاحَةِ, for resting. I laid on my back for resting. Is it clear, brothers and sisters? Inshallah. Wal ghalibu. What is the meaning of ghalibu, brother? Mostly. Mostly. Most of the time. Or you can say also, usually. That is the meaning of ghalibu. And tasbikaha la mujarra allati tufidu ta'lil. Are you with me, brothers and sisters? What is the meaning of this? That lam or jar precedes it. What is that? Allati kai. Are you with me, brothers and sisters? It precedes it. It is the same lam o ta'lil that we studied in book 2. But the ta'lil also means explanation. Ta'lil means explanation, justification. Write it down, brothers and sisters. What is the next sentence? فَإِن lam, in has come. Shart, a condition. In lan tasbikha, if it does not precede it. What is the jawab? فَهِيَ مُقَدَّرَةٌ. Then it is estimated. Then it is implied. Are you with me, brothers and sisters? So, brother, fa has come. Why? Jumla ismiya. Ismiyatun. Got the idea? Just remember all the time. Ismiyatun, talabiyatun, wabi jamid. What is the meaning of jamid? Laisa. Wama, walan, wabi kad, and tanfis. These things you will always remember, inshallah, and you will have the answers at your fingertips. Why did the fa come in jawabu shart? Now, brothers and sisters, if I have to analyze this, I'm doing this analysis just to refresh you about the conditional sentence, because I feel understanding conditional sentence very well will make the study of the Quran very interesting and very enjoyable. They are there, hundreds of them in the Quran. Okay, brothers and sisters, fa is harfu atfin. In, what is in? Harfu shart. Tajzimu fi'lain. Okay, fine. Lam, harfu nafi, wa jazmin, wa qalbin. Fine. Tasbik, fi'lun, mudariun, majzumun, bilam. Okay. Fa'il, mustatir, takdiruha, hiya. Okay. And what is ha? Mafulun bihi. Ha is mafulun bihi because it is joined with the verb. Where is our fi'lu shart? Fi mahalli jazmin. Even though tasbik is majzoom, but we will still say fi mahalli jazmin. Why? Because it is majzoom because of lam, not in its natural state, not in its asal state. Are you with me, brothers and sisters? Fine. Then fa comes. Al-fa'u. You always remember this sentence. Waqiyatun fi jawabi shart. Okay. What is hiya? Mubtada. And what is muqaddaratun? Khabar. And after that, what will you say? Al-jumlatun ismiyatun fi mahalli jazmin jawab shart. Inshallah, you will remember that. I can see most of you are very strong, alhamdulillah. And it gives me a lot of pleasure to see you answer so correctly, brothers and sisters. إذا دخلت لا النافية. Brothers and sisters, if the la النافية enters it, على الفعل كتبت. What is the meaning of kutibat? It is written. It is written. I think there is a typo there. It should be muttasilatan. Or it should be, brothers and sisters? Muttasilatan. Form. Form 8. Form 8. Form 8. Yes, you're right. You're all right. Form 8. I thought I heard Form 10. Form 8. Correct. Correct. Muttasila. Ittasala. What is the root of that? Wasala. Ittasala. Means it is written connected. Bikai. What is written connected? Bikai? La nafiya. Are you with me, brother? It is given here, likai la. See? Likai la. So, la nafiyatu is connected with kai. Here's a nice sentence, brother. Asri. What is the meaning of asri? Hurry up. Hurry up. What form is this? Form 4. Asra yusriyu. Asri. Hurry up. Likaila. What is the meaning of likaila? So as not to become late for the lesson. So that you are not late for the lesson. Likaila tataakhara. If we say tata'akharu, it's wrong. Because kai will make it mansub. Likaila tata'akhara. Anad darsi. Is it clear, brothers and sisters? Inshallah. تأمل الأمثلة الآتية لكي. Ponder the following examples for kai, brothers and sisters. Number 1. التحقت بالجامعة الإسلامية لكي أتعلم اللغة العربية. Translation, brother. التحقت. Form 8. التحقت. What is the meaning of التحقت? Joined. Joined. To become a member. I joined the Islamic University so as to learn Arabic language. Ulum ad-din. Ulum ad-din. And the sciences of religion. Got the idea, brother? Iltahaqtu. No, brothers and sisters, we have done all these verbs before. So inshallah, you should be comfortable. Next one, brothers and sisters. Ishtahid. Kay tanjah. Kay tanjaha. Ishtahid. Kay tanjaha. What is the meaning of it? Work hard so that you succeed. Fine. Qala Ahmadu li ukhtihi. Translation, brother. Ahmad said to his sister. Ahmad said to his sister. What did he say? Ibhathi. What is this, brothers and sisters? Search. Bahatha. Describe this fi'l amar, brother. Fi'l amrin mabniun ala al-binun. Where is the file? Ya is your file. Are you with me, brothers and sisters? Ya is your file. Very good. Ibhathi an hadha al-kitabi. An arja hadha ism majrur kitab badal. Yes. Fi maktabi. Fi maktabati kulliyatika. Fi maktabati kulliyatika. Are you with me, brothers and sisters? Fi maktabati kulliyatika. Fi harf jar. Where is ism majrur? Maktabati. Wahuwa mudaf. And then kulliyati mudaf ilayhi. Wahuwa mudaf. And finally, ki is mudaf ilayhi. Uktubi. What is this uktubi? Amar. Same thing. Fi'lu amrin mabniun ala harfi nun. And ya is your file. Isma. Mafulun bihi. Hu mudaf ilayhi. Uktubi ismahu. Likayla. So that, so as not to. Tansai. Brother, what is this tansai? What is this tansai? Brother? Nasiya. Whenever Nasiya comes, I always feel like telling the students to conjugate, just to refresh yourself, brother. Let's do the Madhi. Nasiya, Nasiya, Nasu. It's so important. If we can memorize this and understand it, then everything later on becomes easy for us. Nasiya, Nasiya, Nasu. And then Nasiyat. In this case, the ya will stay there. Nasiyat, Nasiyata. Always remember Hasina. I always say Nasina, not Hasina. Okay? Nasina. And then Nasita, Nasituma. That's easy, brother. Now comes the Mudarya, where we have to pay extra attention. Yansa. What is Yansa? Fi'lun Mudaryun Marfun Bidammatil Muqaddara. Actually, it is Yansa you. Yansa you. Okay. So Yansa, Yansayani, Yansauna. Tansa, Tansayani, Yansaina. Then again, Tansa, Tansayani, Tansauna, and then Tansaina. Tansaina. Right. Anti. How will you describe this? Tansaina, Fi'lun, Mudaryun, Marfu'un, bi thubuti nun. Where is the file? Yeah. Now, make it mansub. If you make it mansub, what happens? Tansai. What happened? How will you pronounce? Tansai. Remember that. It's very important, brother. And this is the way it will be written. So, mansub as well as marfu'un, same form it will take place. Are you with me? So, brother, look at the sentence. Likay la tansai. Now, I would request you to write down tansaina on top of it. Write down anti, write down anti, and then equal to tansaina, write it down. And then if you have a marker or a red pen, chop the noon. Then you know what happens when you will be revising, you will understand fully. Chop the noon with pencil or red pen, brothers and sisters. So you know that likay la, and then the fi'l mudarya is mansub bi hadfi noon. Got the idea? Now if you won't do it, what will happen? Now you remember, you understand fully. But after a week or so, when you will open the book, you will say, what happened here? I don't understand. But if you write it down, okay. Uktubi ismahu. You can join this. Uktabismuhu. But uktubi, I sometimes say it separately for us to understand well, brother. Later on, you can brush up on your reading also, inshallah. Understanding each and every word, I feel it is extremely important, inshallah. And then you have to also work on your reading, pronunciation also. You will have to work, okay? Uktubi ismahu. Write its name, so that you don't forget. Got the idea? Sister Sukhaina? Okay? Likay la tan sai. Tan sai. I have to check my book, brothers and sisters. No, there is no typo. Brother, this is the fault of the computer. Sometimes when you put the harakat, the computer just shifts it a little bit. So the fatah is on sa. Okay. Brothers and sisters, as I told you, my notes are all in a different book. It's a photocopy, and it goes back to 1991. But the new books, sometimes there are typos, but this also looks like a typo, but it is not a typo. It's just that when you do the manuscript, when you type them, brother, in the computer sometimes you want to put a fatah on the scene, it just moves away a little bit. Huh? You got it, Sister Sukhaina? Huh? So fatah is on scene. It is correct, but it just moved a little bit, you know. It did not like scene, you know, it likes ya. Okay. Okay, brothers and sisters. ذهب زملائي إلى سوقي. Translation, brother? Very simple. My colleagues went to the market. Likai, in order to, so as, yashtaru. There could be typo there also. Huh? There is a typo there also. Again, the next important verb to conjugate, brother, is ishtara. And when you say hum, then it is yash ta runa. Are you with me, brothers and sisters? Let us conjugate this also. Quick. Madi. Ishtara, ishtaraya, ishtarau. And then ishtarat. In this case, the ya will be dropped. In this case, nasiyat. The ya remained. But ishtarat. The ya will be dropped. Ishtarat. And then ishtarata, ishtaraina, ishtaraita, ishtaraituma, ishtaraitum. It's easy, brothers and sisters. Yashtari, yashtariyani, and then yashtaruna. Are you with me? Yashtaruna. Huh? I always put a lot of emphasis on conjugation because it is so very important. The more you conjugate, the stronger you become, inshallah. So, yashtaruna. And all these things will come in your mind. You will see a typo and your mind will say there's something wrong here. And then your own knowledge will be handy for you to correct that error. So, yashtaruna. Are you with me, brothers and sisters? Likai yashtaru. You will drop the noon to make it mansub. Got the idea, brothers and sisters? Inshallah. Likai yashtaru hawaija. What is the meaning of hawaija? This is jama. What is the singular? Hajatun is singular. Hawaij is plural. Necessities. You go to the market to buy toothpaste, shampoo, etc., etc., you know. Asri'o, amar. Fi'lu amrin mabniun ala adfi nun. Waw is your file. Hurry up, all of you. Antum. Likay la, so as not to tafutana ta'iratu. So that the plane does not miss you. Okay? But we will say so that we don't miss the plane. Got the idea, brothers and sisters? Tafutana. What is this verb? Fata yafutu. Just like kala yakulu. Because it is ta'iratu, muannas, so it became tafutu. Make it mansub, tafu Ta. Got the idea? Tafu, ta. Very good, brothers and sisters. Now comes important exercise. Da fil firaq fima yati. Put in the blanks in what follows. Likai and likai la. Thumma. Brother, what is this new word? Addil. Huh? What is the meaning of addil? What kind of verb is this? Form 2. Addala yuaddilu. Huh? Addil. Amar. Okay? Amar. What is the meaning of addil? To modify. Huh? To adjust. Or to put in order. Huh? To put in order. Or to set it right. Brother, the word adal, which in English is justice, when you do justice, what do? You put things into right place. Huh? Huh? You modify it and you put the things in its right place. Huh? Fine, brother. You set it right. Huh? ثُمَّ عَدِّلِ الْفِعْلَ الَّذِي يَلِيهَا. And then you modify or put it in order the verb which follows. Are you with me, brothers and sisters? Here comes the first sentence. Ittasala kathirun minash shababi bil jamiati. Now we have to translate this. Ittasala. Contacted. Huh? To contact. Huh? Where is the file? Kathirun. Huh? Okay. Kathirun is the file. Okay. Many young people, minash shabab, huh? Many young people contacted the Jamia. Brothers and sisters, ittasala has to be followed by bi harfcha. Remember this, brother. Very, very important. Ittasala has to follow. Ittasala has to be followed by bi. It's very important. Huh? So where does the B come? Jamia. See, it means many young people contacted the Jamia. Huh? Here, brother and sister, bi Jamiati is jar majroor, but it is actually fi mahalli nasbin. It's mafulun bihi. Ittasala will always have an indirect object. Mafulun bihi ghayru sarihin. Huh? Are you with me, brother and sister? Just like amana bi. A'udhu bi. Are you with me, brothers and sisters? Also we had the verb here, ibhathi an. An has to come. Bahatha an. Okay. Fine, brother. Now fill in the blanks. Either likai or likai la. Likai. Fine, brothers and sisters. What is the meaning of yastafsiruna? It is for asking. This is coming here to ask for explanation. Or to inquire about. But ask for explanation. Okay? Brother, likai has come, so what will happen to yastafsiruna? Hasfinun. What will you say? Yastafsiru. An shurutil kabuli. To inquire about or to get the explanation about the conditions of acceptance. Acceptance. Conditions of acceptance. Brother and sister, istafsara. To ask for explanation. Remember, istafsara, yastafsiru, to ask for explanation. Okay, brothers and sisters. كان موعد الرحلة الساعة الثالثة صباحا. What is it, brothers and sisters? كان موعد الرحلة. What is the meaning of rihlati? Trip. The time of the trip, the appointed time of the trip. What was it, brothers and sisters? 3 o'clock, sabahan. فَجَلَسْنَا نَتَحَدَّثُ. We sat talking. Natahaddasu is talking, brothers and sisters. What kind of verb is this? Form 5. What is Madi? Tahaddasa. Huh? Jalasna natahaddasu type. We said talking. What will you say after that? Likaila. So that we, Likaila nana ma. Likaila nana ma. Is it clear, brothers and sisters? Sister Somaya, inshallah it is clear. Sister Maimuna, inshallah it is clear. Aisha, inshallah. Sister Abir, inshallah it is clear. Brothers, it is clear, inshallah. Sa'altuka, next one, brothers and sisters. Sa'altuka as'ilatan kathiratan. I asked you many questions. Why? Likai afhama. We got to change it now. Afhama mas'alata. The problems jaidan. So that I understand the matter or the problem clearly. Very well. Are you with me, brothers and sisters? Is it clear? The meaning, translation, everything is clear? And likai afhama, from afhamu we make it afhama. Fine, brothers and sisters. Ya George, ghayyir ismaka. Are you with me, brothers and sisters? Ghayyir. What is the meaning of ghayyir? Change. Ghayyara, you ghayyiru, to change. Translation, brother. George, change your name. Why? Likai la. Likai la yazunna. Yazunna. Likai la yazunna. In order for people not to think that you are Nasrani. Okay, brothers and sisters. Likai la. So that people should not think that you are Nasrani. Okay, we'll read again, brothers and sisters. Ya George, ghayyir ismaka. Likay la yazunnan nasu annaka Nasraniyun. Brother, what is this annaka Nasraniyun? Masdar muawwal. Are you with me? Farzanna. Masdar muawwal. What else you will say? Yasuddu masadda mafulaini. It is taking the place of two maful. It is occupying the place of two maful. Inshallah, slowly you'll get strong. Brothers and sisters, if you cannot say Yasuddu masadda maf'ulaini, don't worry. It's all right. Inshallah, as you will revise, you'll become strong, brothers and sisters. Which is originally Mubtada and Khabar. Anta Nasraniyun. And it changed into Annaka Nasraniyun. Number 5. Ya Zainab. Now it's a nice word, brother. You may have a typo, I don't know. What is it? Istai Kizi. Istai Kizi. What is this Istai Kizi? It is Amar. What is the verb? Very nice verb, brothers and sisters. What is the verb? Istaykaza. Istaykaza. He woke up. Yastaykizu. Yastaykizu. And then Tastaykizina. What is it, brothers and sisters? Let me write down that. Anti Tas Tai Ki Zina. How do I make Amar? I chop here. 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 I chop here and I chop here, and it becomes istai kizi. Istai kizi. Fi'lu amrin mabniun ala hadfi noon. Okay, brothers and sisters. Istayqidhi mubakkiratan. Mubakkiratan. It's mansub. Is it maf'ulun bihi? Is it maf'ulun bihi? No. Because istayqadha is intransitive. What is it? It is hal, mashallah. See, inshallah now, you'll slowly understand the hal, and soon we are going to learn about hal in a big lesson, brother, containing about 10 pages or so. Are you with me, brothers and sisters? Istayqidhi mubakkiratan. And what will you say after that? Likai la. And then what will happen to the verb? Tata'akhari. Likai la tata'akhari anid darsi. Got the idea, brothers and sisters? Inshallah. Next one, brothers and sisters. Number 6. Idhan antaziraka. Now, same thing, brothers and sisters. What is it now? Idhan. Nawasibu mudariya. Okay. But idhan has certain conditions. One has to follow those conditions. If those conditions are not followed, then idhan cannot make the fi'l mudariya mansub. It will remain marfu. Are you with me, brothers and sisters? So look at these examples, brother. Idhan min nawasibil mudariya. Wa tusamma, long explanation, brother. Tusamma harfa jawabin wa jazain wa nasbin wa istiqbali. Brothers and sisters, harfi jawabin wa jazain means, it is used for an answer. There is a statement and you are answering that statement. And then nasbin, nasbin. And in this case, brother, it is harfu istiqbal. Always future. If it is not future, then it will not make the fi'l mudariya mansub. And watch for the meaning of the verb that comes. If the meaning of the verb is for present tense, then idhan will not make it mansub. Only when the meaning of the verb conveys futurity, then only idhan will make the verb mansub. Are you with me, brothers and sisters? Watch for it. Okay. These things are very easy. I say book 3 is easy. You may not agree with me, but someday you will agree with me. Book 3 is easy. The only thing is, the information is just a lot of information. And when you study one after other, we forget what we studied before. But inshallah, when you will revise it, brothers and sisters, it will come easy. Remember, nothing comes easy in life. Nothing comes from nothing. And also remember, brothers and sisters, Rome was not built in one day. So inshallah, we will keep on working hard and we will master. We will master book 3, inshallah. And when you master book 3, you will have so much knowledge of Arabic language and grammar that it will help you in understanding Quran. And if you are young and if you want to study Arabic language for your BA and MA, this course will benefit you a lot. Will make your life very easy. In the absence of this knowledge, you will find it very hard. Okay. So inshallah, we are getting to our goal. Now I won't say, did you hear me? I won't say Delhi dur hai. Now Delhi kareeb hai. Okay, inshallah. Fine. تأمل الأمثلة الآتية Oh, here also Dr. Sahib doing something. What is it, brother? Ta'ammal. Ponder. And what is this? Tafham. Jawabu talab. And you can insert a shart. What will be your shart? In tata'ammal. In tata'ammal. And also inserting shart will become very easy for you later on, inshallah. Hamid. See, now, idhan comes not in the beginning of the sentence, but it comes in the conversation. Are you with me, brothers and sisters? Watch for this conversation, okay? What is it? Hamid. Sa'adhuruka al-yawma ba'da salat al-maghribi inshallah. Translation, brother? I will visit you ba'da salat al-maghrib inshallah. Then the Khalid is replying. What is Khalid replying? Idhan. Idhan antaziraka. Now if I say idhan ana, then it will become intaziru. Antaziru will become. Because idhan and fail mudari should come side by side. Are you with me? If you put anything in between, then izan cannot make it mansub. The fail mudari should come immediately after izan. There are exceptions. You can put a qasam after izan. Izan accepts that. Or you can say la nafiya. Then izan accepts it. But anything else, it will not make mansub. For example, idhan ana, then the fi'l mudari will become marfu. But if you say idhan wallahi, then you can still say antaziraka. By God, I'll wait for you. Or you can say idhan la antaziraka. In that case, I won't wait for you. So la nafiya is also accepted. Anything else? No. This is the rule, brothers and sisters, which we are going to learn, inshallah. Right. And the other rule is that the verb should convey the meaning of future tense, not the present tense. Okay. Watch for it, brothers and sisters. Dr. Sahib will give us example. Al-Mudarris. هذا أحسن معجم مدرسي. Translation, brother. What kind of a degree is this? This is superlative degree. There is no min here, because min will make it into comparative degree. Okay, fine. Translation, brother. This is the best dictionary. Okay. Concerning school, brother. For a school, you can say. This is the best school dictionary, you can say. Are you with me, brothers and sisters? Because madrasiyin is a naat. So you can say, this is the best school dictionary. Then what are the students saying? Idhan nashtariya. See, mansub. Idhan nashtariya. Nashtariya, who? We will buy it. See, we will buy it. Are you with me? We will buy it then. Fine, brother. Ali. Yasilu ustaduna gadan. Translation, brother. Our teacher is arriving tomorrow. Brother, some of these sentences are very easy. You can inshallah, translate with ease. And you will be able to translate correctly, inshallah. Yasilu ustazuna. Where is the file of Yasilu? Ustazu. Fine, brother. Gadan ilal. Yasilu ustazuna gadan ilal madinatil munawwarati. Inshallah. What is the reply? Zumlau, his friends are saying, his colleagues are saying, Izan nastakbilahu. Got the idea, brothers and sisters? Izan nastakbilahu fil matar. Translation? We will, see, we will receive him at the airport. Fine. Al-Mudarris. Aksha, what is the meaning of Aksha? I'm afraid. Khashiya, Yaksha. Yaksha, Taksha, Taksha, Aksha, Naksha. Aksha, An Yutva. Kaiduka. Brother, this verb has come before. Tawa, fold, yes, fold. Fold, correct. Tawa, Yatvi, and Tuviya, Yutva. To fold, Majhul, brother. To end. Sister Sukhaina, to end, to bring to an end, or fold, okay. Kaidu ka. What is kaidu? Knife file. Means your registration. Okay. Your entry in a school or university is going to be folded. Or is coming to an end. فَإِنَّ غِيَابَكَ كَثِيرَةٌ. Because your absences are many, too many. Are you with me, brothers and sisters? Is it clear? Giyaba. Why giyaba and not giyabu? Ismu inna. Okay, fine, brother. You have remained absent for too long. What is the answer, Arvind? Hamid is saying, Idhan la. See, la, nafiya came, it's okay. Idhan accepts that. Idhan la aghiba. Ghaba yaghibu. Aghibu became aghiba. Fil mustaqbal. Inshallah. I will not remain absent. See, will not remain absent in future. Brothers and sisters, tansibu idhan al-fi'l mudariya bi shurutil atiyati. Shurut means conditions. Number 1, an takuna mutasaddiratun. An takuna mutasaddiratan. An takuna mutasaddiratan. What is this mutasaddiratan? This is ism file. From where? Tasaddara. Tasaddara. Form 5. Form 5. Tasaddara. To come in front. Okay? Means come in the beginning. Tasaddara means, brothers and sisters, Ja'a fil awwali. Comes in the beginning. Or Ja'a fil bidayati. Are you with me? Ja'a fil bidayati. You can understand that, inshallah. That is number 1. Idhan has to be in the beginning. Number 2, brothers and sisters, an takuna ghaira mafsulatin. What is the meaning of mafsul? That it is not separated. Ghaira mafsulatin means it is not separated. Anil fi'al. Are you with me, brothers and sisters? It is not separated from the fi'al. Idhan and the fi'al mudariya should come immediately, side by side. Fi'al mudariya should follow idhan immediately. Are you with me, brothers and sisters? Yes. Bighairi. What is the meaning of bighairi? Except. Write down, except. Bighairi means except. Bighairil kasmi. Except the oath wa la nafiya. I explained to you. These two things are accepted by idhan. They are tolerated by idhan. Otherwise, idhan and the fi'l mudariya should come together. They should not be separated by anything. And if you separate it, then idhan cannot make fi'l mudariya mansub. It will remain marfu. Watch further. Number 3, of course, we got to have a Jim, brothers and sisters. An yakuna zamanul fi'li. What is the zamanul fi'li? the time of the action, brother, mustaqbalan. It has to be future. The verb should denote futurity, not anything else. Okay. Now, in the key, there are beautiful exercises and explanation. Inshallah, you will read it, brothers and sisters, because it's not difficult. Hati salasata amsilatin li izn. Now you can make your own, sentences with izn. Ya Muhammad, sa'azuraka hazal masa. What is the translation? I'll visit you this evening. What will be the reply? Izan anta ziraka. Izan anta ziraka. Izan anta ziraka. Are you with me, brothers and sisters? So this is the way you will, inshallah, make sentences, brothers and sisters. Make an effort. They are very easy to make, not difficult. You tell your brother or your family, Sami'tu anna abi sayarji'u min London gadan. Translate, brother. I heard that my father is coming from London tomorrow. So family will say, Izan nastaqbila hu fil matar. Then we will receive him at the airport. You can make your own sentences, inshallah. Very good, brothers and sisters. Yakulu talibun shayyan wa yaruddu alayhi zamiluhu musta'milan idhan. Translation, brother. A student says something and his colleague replies using idhan. Inshallah, you'll try it, brother, inshallah. Just give it a try when you are sitting around, and it will be interesting conversation. Number 7, brothers and sisters. La istahmamtu wa la aftartu. La istahmamtu wa la aftartu. After that, Hamza is Hamzatul Qata. Brothers and sisters. Iza nufiya ma'adi. Iza nufiya al-ma'adi. If you negate the ma'adi, by la, wajaba. What is wajaba? It is necessary. Takraruha. Karrara, brothers and sisters, takraruha means repetition. Are you with me, brothers and sisters? If you negate madi with la, then it has to be a takrar, repetition. Then there has to be 2 verbs that you are negating side by side. You cannot use la with just negation of 1 word. It has to be more than 1 word. Okay, brothers and sisters, 2 words. Fi tanzil, in the Quran, fala saddaka wala salla. Infi. What is the meaning of infi? Negate. Negate. Fi alayni fi kulli jumlatin mimma yati bila. Negate the 2 verbs in every sentence which follows. Bila. Okay. Karata darsa wa katabtahu. La karata darsa wa la katabtahu. Because it is repetition. Are you with me, brothers and sisters? What do you call in Arabic? Takrar. Okay. La karata darsa wa la katabtahu. Next one, brother. Ra'aytuhu wa kallamtuhu. What is the meaning of kallamtu? First translate the first one. Ra'aytuhu wa kallamtuhu. I saw him and I talked to him. Sahih? Now you negate it, brother. La ra'aytuhu wa la kallamtuhu. This is easy, brother. Alhamdulillah. Darabani wa darabtuhu. Translation. He hit me and I hit him. What will you say? La darabani wa la darabtuhu. He did not hit me and I did not hit him. Akalna wa sharibna. La akalna wa la sharibna. Sahih, brothers and sisters? Number 8. This is very interesting, number 8, brothers and sisters. Very, very important. Because it is hal. Are you with me, brothers and sisters? Hal kaisa hai janab ka? Kya khayal hai aapka? Okay? So this is his. Al-ana taati wa qad dintahat darsu. Al-ana taati wa qad dintahat darsu. Translation? Now you have come. After the dars has finished. After the dars has finished. Huh? Or you can say after the dars had ended. Are you with me, brothers and sisters? إذا دخلت واو الحال. When the waw al-hal enters, brothers and sisters, ala jumlat al-fi'alati. It enters jumla fi'liya. Fi'aluha madin. And the verb is madi. Fi'aluha madin musbatun. Madin musbatun. Madi, but no negation in it. Brother, give me the relationship between madin, musbatun. Safsa? Madin, musbatun. Sister Mamuna? Madin, musbatun. Not manut. Not manut. Huh? See, madin, it's marfu, mankus. Huh? Actually, it is madiyun. But madin from musbatun is the nat. Got the idea, brothers and sisters? Inshallah. Dakhalat maaha kad. These are the conditions, brother. Okay? The fi'l has to be madi and it is affirmative. There is affirmation in it. No negation in it. Then the kad has to come in front of it. Then and then only it will become jumla haliya. Is it clear, brothers and sisters? Is it clear, brothers and sisters? What is the condition? We read again. إذا دخلت واو الحال على جملة فعلية فعلها ماض مثبت. The verb is madi, affirmative, positive. Okay. Dakhalat maha, and with her enters, or with it enters kad. Okay, brothers and sisters? Now, this is a very important exercise. We should all do it and understand it very well. Because these things will come in the Quran. Okay, brothers and sisters? تأمل المثال ثم أكمل الناقص. Got the idea, brothers and sisters? What is it, brothers and sisters? Now, next one. دخلت المسجد. I entered the masjid. والإمام يسلم. Translation, brothers and sisters?
I entered the masjid while Imam was...
Imam is saying the salam. I entered the masjid while the Imam is saying the salam. Or you can even say, brother, while the Imam was saying the salam. Are you with me, brothers and sisters? Dakhaltul masjidah, I entered the masjid while the Imam was saying the salam. Got the idea, brothers and sisters? Fine. Now change that in the Mahdi. What will you say? Dakhaltul masjidah وَقَدْ Qad has to come. قَدْ سَلَّمَ al-imam. Translation, brother. I entered the masjid after the imam had said the salam. Got the idea, brothers and sisters? After the imam had said the salam. After the imam had said the salam. No, al-imamu yusallimu. What is that, brothers and sisters? This is jumla ismiya. And what is this jumlatul fi'liya? Fi'luha madin musbatun wa qad sallama وَقَدْ سَلَّمَ الْإِمَامُ. That is your jumla fi'liya. Fi'l is madi, but it is musbat. It is musbatun. It is affirmative. Now this thing has to be done by all of you. If you won't do it, brothers and sisters, then this thing will not stay with you. Okay. دَخَلْتُ الْمَسْجِدَ وَالْإِمَامُ يُكَبِّرُ. What is yukabbiru? Kabbara yukabbiru. What is the meaning of that? Saying Allahu Akbar. What will you say? Dakhaltul masjida wa qad kabbara al-imam. Translation? I entered the masjid after the imam had said Allahu Akbar. Got the idea, brothers and sisters? You must write it. You must write it. دخلنا المسجد دخلنا المسجد والمؤذن يقيم. Translation, brother? Was saying ikama. Was saying ikama. Okay? At the time of his saying ikama, we entered the mosque. Brothers and sisters, change it. دخلنا المسجد وقد أقام المؤذن. Are you doing it, writing it, brother? But at home you should write it in a fair copy, because this is extremely, extremely important. Okay. وصلنا المدينة المنورة مفعول به, brother. والشمس تغرب. Translation, brother? We arrived at Medina. We arrived at Medina. We arrived at Medina when the sun was setting. وصلنا المدينة المنورة وقد غربت الشمس. What will you say, brothers and sisters? وصلنا المدينة المنورة وقد غربت الشمس. وصلنا المدينة المنورة وقد غربت الشمس. Translation, brother? We reached Medina after the sun had set. Very good, brothers and sisters. وصلت المطار والطائرة تهبط. What is the meaning of tahbitu? Landing. Habata yahbitu, to land. Wasaltul matara. What is it, brothers and sisters? Wasaltul matara. Waqad habatatit ta'iratu. Are you with me, brothers and sisters? What will be the translation? I reached the airport after the plane had already landed. Inshallah. دخلت الفصل والمدرس يشرح الدرس. Translation, brother? I entered the class while the teacher was explaining the dars. دخلت الفصل وقد شرح المدرس درس. Translation, brother? I entered the class after the teacher had explained the dars. Clear? Inshallah. Wawul hal plus Al-jumlatul ismiyatu. Wawul hal plus qad. Well, jumlatul fi'liyatu fi'luha madin muthbatun. Is it clear, brothers and sisters? Very, very beautifully explained by Dr. Sahib. Now we come to Ja'altuhu bainakum muharraman. Now this, brothers and sisters, is another very important and very, very interesting. Extremely important and extremely interesting. Brothers and sisters, I think we should take a break. We should take a break so that we can then continue, inshallah, for another hour. Okay, let us take a break, brothers and sisters. Okay, brothers and sisters, we are back. We will start with the key now. Okay. We have to thank Brother Hyder Ali and his wife. And we cannot forget her. May Allah bless them, brother. He's such a nice brother. A few days ago he brought it, and again he brought it today. May Allah bless you, brother, and your wife too. May Allah bless you with barakat in your job and in your career and in your learning the language of Quran, inshallah. His wife is also studying Arabic, mashallah. And he's a very dedicated brother. Inshallah, he'll become a teacher very soon. I think everybody enjoyed it, mashallah. Alhamdulillah. Brothers and sisters, page number 113. Ja'ala has got many meanings, and it is so very important that we understand it. Again, you may not be able to retain everything in your mind, but don't worry. Keep on revising, brothers and sisters. I'm very frank with you. Frank in the sense, brother, if it is something not feasible, it is a little difficult. I'm telling you it is a little difficult. So that you should not blame yourself. Should not put a guilt feeling on yourself that, I can't do it. There are certain things in Arabic language, brothers and sisters, they will come to you gradually. How, brothers and sisters? You take a concept, you hear it for the first time, you get about 50% idea. Then after a little while, when you revise it, you understand 70, 75%. You keep on revising and you get 100%. So it's a matter of time, brother. But it is all within our reach, inshallah. The verb ja'ala has 4 meanings. To make, brother, to make, i.e. to cause something to be or become something. In this sense, it takes 2 objects. When we read the dars, you will keep all these things in your mind, brother. 2 objects. سأجعل هذه الغرفة دكانا. I will make this room a shop. So you made the room into a shop. Are you with me, brothers and sisters? You cause something to become something. Here, al-ghurfata is the first object and dukanan is the second object. Here are some more examples. This is from the Quran, brothers and sisters. Ja'alallahu al-khamara haraman. Allah had made alcoholic drinks haram. Allah had made alcoholic drinks haram. Next one, brother. Very beautiful verse. وَجَعَلَ الْقَمَرَ فِيهِنَّ نُورًا وَجَعَلَ الشَّمْسَ سِرَاجًا. And He made the moon a light therein, and He made the sun a lamp. So, brother, al-qamara mafulun bihi number 1. Where is the next mafulun bihi? Nuran. And in the next, Shamsa, mafulun bihi number 1. And Sirajan, mafulun bihi number 2. What are they actually? They are mubtada and khabar. Fine, brothers and sisters. وَلَوْ شَاءَ رَبُّكَ لَجَعَلَ النَّاسَ أُمَّةً وَاحِدَةً. And had your Lord so willed, He would have made mankind one nation. Are you with me, brothers and sisters? So love has come. Remember love? Harf imtinai limtinai. Yeah? In which, brothers and sisters, the second verb did not materialize because the first action did not materialize. The human beings are not one nation because Allah did not will it. Are you with me? Allah did not will it. So that is our love. It is a condition. Remember, brother? What is the condition in love? The condition was unfulfilled. Unfulfilled. The condition was unfulfilled, but in the past. Are you with me? In the past. Okay, now let us see La Ja'ala. What is La? Jawab. Jawabul La. Jawabul Shart. So La has come because it is Muthbat. There is no negation in it. Okay. So Ja'ala has come. Where is the file of Ja'ala? Mustatir. Taqdiruhu huwa. And what is An-Nasa? Mafulun bihi number 1. Where is the Mafulun bihi number 2? Ummatan. What is this? Wahidatan. Naat. MashaAllah. You got it. So that is the one meaning of Ja'ala. To cause something to become something. Next one is to think, to deem. This is the meaning of Zanna Yadhunnu. Okay, brothers and sisters? In this sense also it takes two objects. Ajaltani mudiran. Have you made me a headmaster? Means you think that I am a headmaster? Do you think I am a headmaster? And in the Quran, brothers and sisters, look at it. وَجَعَلُوا الْمَلَائِكَةَ الَّذِينَ هُمْ عِبَادُ الرَّحْمَنِ إِنَاسًا. Brothers and sisters, what is Ja'alu? Who are they? The kuffars. This refers to the kuffars. They, brothers and sisters, made the angels. In other words, they thought the angels, who are actually the servants of Allah, servants of the Rahman, they thought they were all females. Are you with me? Here also, it will have two mafulun bihi, brother. Let's see. There are two mafulun bihi. Malaikata. And then Alladhina comes. What is it? Naat. Okay. Hum ibadur rahmani. Hum mubtada ibadu khabar mudaf mudaf ilayhi. What kind of a jumla is this? Jumla ismiya. And what is the place of this jumla? Silatul mawsul. Silatul mawsul. Fine, brother. Inasan is your mafulun bihi number 2. Very good, brothers and sisters. Now, third one. The meaning is to make, in other words, to create only. Only to create. Halaka. If you use jala in the meaning of halaka, then it takes only one mafulun bihi, brothers and sisters. What is the verse from the Quran? Alhamdulillah. الذي خلق السماوات والأرض وجعل الظلمات والنور. So brother, if you say ja'ala, brothers and sisters, it is verb. Where is mafulun bihi? Dhulamati. Is that a mafulun bihi with a kasra? Why? Jama muannas salim. Very good, brother. And then waw comes and nura. This is mawtufun ala zulamat. Very good, brothers and sisters. All praises for Allah who created the heavens and the earth and made darkness and light. Number 4, brothers and sisters. D. To begin. And what is this, brothers and sisters? I have written here, Af'alul Shuru. What is it, brother? Af'alul Shuru. The verbs of beginning. Remember, Tafiqa, Akhadha, Ja'ala. They are called Af'alul Shuru. Those who know Urdu, they understand the meaning of Shuru. Shuru karna. Are you with me, brothers and sisters? Fine. In this sense, it acts like kana and has ism and khabar. Now this next sentence has to be highlighted. This is extremely, extremely important. Its khabar is a verbal sentence with the verb in mudari'. This is the condition. Please highlight this. The khabar of ja'ala, if it acts like a kana, the khabar has to be a verbal sentence and the verb has to be mudari'. Extremely, extremely important to understand. Ja'ala hamidun yad ribuni. Ja'ala hamidun yad ribuni. How will you translate? Hamid began to hit me. Inshallah. That's it, brothers and sisters. Now we go to our main book. Number 9. وَجَعَلْتُهُ بَيْنَكُمْ مُحَرَّمًا. Are you with me, brothers and sisters? What is that who, brothers and sisters? Maf'ulun bihi, number 1, and muharraman. What is the meaning of who here? Zulm, oppression. Zulm, zulm, remember? Oppression. To oppress other people. Allah has made it haram between the masses. We cannot oppress each other, brother. Remember? Fala tazalamu. Remember? Fala tazalamu. Do not oppress each other. It's haram. Allah has made it haram, brothers and sisters. Ja'ala huna min af'alil tahwili. Tahwili. Brother, what kind of a word is this tahwili? Master, from hawwala. You hawwilu, to change. Okay, brothers and sisters? To alter. To convert something. وَهِيَ بِمَعْنَى sayyara. What is the meaning of sayyara? To change. To change, brother. Sayyara, yusayyiru, the meaning is change. Tansibu maf'ulaini. It has 2 maf'ulun bihi. Asluhuma. What is asluhuma, brothers and sisters? What is the original? Mubtada and khabar. Ja'allahu al-khamara haraman. Got the idea, brothers and sisters? 2 maf'ulun bihi. Wa fi tanzili, brothers and sisters. Alam taraw kayfa khalaqallahu sab'a samawatin tibakan. وَجَعَلَ الْقَمَرَ فِيهِنَّ نُورًا وَجَعَلَ الشَّمْسَ سِرَاجًا. Okay, fine, brothers and sisters. Alam taraw. What is this taraw here? Majzoom. What kind of verb is this? Ra'a yara. What is it? Ra'a yara. Brother? Another important verb that we should conjugate. Even if you cannot do it in writing, mentally we should be very alert to conjugate it. Ready, brothers and sisters? ra'a, ra'aya, ra'aw. And then ra'at, ra'ata, ra'ayna, ra'ayta. So you should be able to do it beautifully, inshallah. And this will help you to do other verbs in a very, very easy manner, inshallah. Yara, brothers and sisters. Yara, yarayani, yarawna. What is it, brother? Yarawna. And then tara, tarayani, yarain. Yaraina. Are you with me? Yaraina. Okay? Tara, tarayani, taravna, taraina. Tarayani, again, taraina. And then ara and nara. Huh? So, hum will become yaravna. Make it majzum, brothers and sisters. You'll drop the noon. Got the idea, brothers and sisters? Inshallah. So, alam taraw kaifa khalaq Allahu sab'a samawatin, how Allah has created. Didn't they see how Allah has created sab'a samawatin? What is the meaning of tibakan, brother? One over the other. Huh? So, tibakan is here mansoob. What is it? Sister Maimuna? What is it? Hal. What is it? It is hal. In what condition? They are one over other. So tibakan is hal. Are you with me, brothers and sisters? Inshallah. And then of course, ja'ala kamara, number 1 mafulun bihi, nuran number 2 mafulun bihi, and shamsa 1 mafulun bihi, sirajan mafulun bihi number 2. Wallahu ja'ala lakum arda bisatan. Here we have 2 mafulun bihi, al-arda and bisatan. What is the meaning of bisatan? Spread, like a carpet. Okay. We did this little while ago. وَلَوْ شَاءَ اللَّهُ لَجَعَلَ النَّاسَ أُمَّةً وَاحِدَةً وَلَوْ شَاءَ اللَّهُ لَجَعَلَ النَّاسَ أُمَّةً وَاحِدَةً. Okay, now this is the next one, brother. وَتَأْتِي جَعَلَ بِمَانَ ظَنَّ. To think, to deem. وَهِيَ مِنْ أَفْعَالُ الرُّجْحَانِ. Are you with me, brothers and sisters? نحو وَجَعَلُوا الْمَلَائِكَةَ. We already did that, brothers and sisters. الَّذِينَ هُمْ عِبَادُ الرَّحْمَنِ إِنَاسًا. جَعَلَ بِهَذَيْنِ مَعْنَيْنِ من أخوات ذن, brother. Are you with me? جعل بهذين المعنين من أخوات ذن. Are you with me, brothers and sisters? In that case also there will be 2 mafulun bihi, brothers and sisters. وَتَكُونُ أَيْضًا. And it can be also min af'alul shuru. Are you with me, brothers and sisters? وَتَعْمَلُ حِينَئِذٍ عَمَلَ كَانَ. And it does the job at that time, the job of kama. It does the job of kana. نحو جعل حامد يضربني وقد مرت بك في درس السابق. You know, and we have passed by it in the previous lessons, brothers and sisters. تأتي بمعنى أوجد. What is the meaning of أوجد? To create. What is the meaning of أوجد? To create, brother and sister. وهي فعل تام, and it is a complete verb. وتنصب مفعولا واحدا كما في قوله تعالى الحمد لله الذي خلق السماوات والأرض وجعل الظلمات والنور. Are you with me, brothers and sisters? Now comes our test. أي معنى جعل فيما يأتي. Specify the meaning of ja'ala in what follows. Number one, ja'ala al-mudarrisu yashrahu darsa. What is the meaning of it, brothers and sisters? Translation. The teacher began to explain the dars. So brother began. This will be min af'al ash-shuru. Min af'al ash-shuru. In which we have tafika, akhaza, etc., etc. وَجَعَلْنَاكُمْ شُوبًا وَكَبَائِلًا. Yeah, this is af'alul tahwil. You cause something to become something. جَعَلَ اللَّهُ الْهَوَاءَ وَالْمَاءَ. جَعَلَ اللَّهُ الْهَوَاءَ وَالْمَاءَ. Brother, in this case, it means create. فعل تام. This is أوجد. قال المدرس للطالب أجعلتني مديرا. You thought that I am a mudir, so this is min af'al zan. Here gives the meaning of to think and to deem. Are you with me, brothers and sisters? Is it clear? Fine, brothers and sisters. Number 10. But before we proceed, I wrote down a sentence here which we read almost every day. وَجَعَلَهُ غُثَاءً أَحْوَى. Brothers and sisters, where is it? سَبِّحِ اسْمَ رَبِّكَ الْأَعْلَى الَّذِي خَلَقَ فَسَوَّى وَالَّذِي قَدَّرَ فَهَدَى وَالَّذِي أَخْرَجَ الْمَرْعَى فَجَعَلَهُ غُثَاءً أَحْوَى. Where are two mafulun bihis? Hu and gusa'an. And what is this ahwa? It is naat, because it has got at the end alif maksura. You do not see the vowel signs, but it is mansub and it is the naat for gusa'an. Inshallah. Now we come to number 10, kafaya. Yaw mutakallim. Maftuhatun. Brother, tell me the translation of this. Yahu mutakallim maftuhatun. Yahu mutakallim has a fatah. What is it? Yahu mutakallim has a fatah. It does not end in sukoon, but it ends in fatah. Ma ismi, with the ism, akhiruhu alfun. Aw ya'u sakinatani. If there is a alif with a sukoon and ya with a sukoon, and you add ya mutakallim, brothers and sisters, then it gets a fatah. Then ya mutakallim becomes maftuhatun. That's all, brothers and sisters. Now, for example, asaya. What is the meaning of asaya? My stick. And fataya, my young boy. My young boy. And dunyaya, my world, brother. Yadaya, my hands. Gasaltu, yadayya. Are you with me? Mafulun bihi. Yadayya. Because there are two yas, one with a sukoon. Are you clear with this? I will write down one more time. Yadani became Yadaini. Then we added Ya mutakallim. And then we dropped the noon. Okay, brothers and sisters? Then because there is a ya sakin, we change the sukun into fatah. Now this thing became, brothers and sisters, yadayya. Inshallah, you will not forget this. Tamrinun shafaviyun yas'alu kullu talibin zamilahu matastaikasta, which is actually mata istaikasta. Matastaikasta. Translation? When did you get it? Then you have to reply. How will you reply? Istaikastu. How will you reply? Istaikastu. I woke up. And then you have to say the time. Istaikastu asa'ata sabi'ata sabahan. Istaikastu asa'ata sadisata sabahan. 6 o'clock. Are you with me? Istaikastu asa'ata sabi'ata sabahan. 7 o'clock. Okay. Next question. Waman aikadaka. Translation? Who woke you up? Tell me who wakes you up, brothers and sisters. Okay. Brothers, sisters, mother. How will you reply now? If you say masculine, you will say aikadani. Are you with me? Aikadani akhi. But make it ummi, what will you say? Aikazat. Aikazat ni ummi. Aikazat ni ummi. Are you with me, brothers and sisters? Aikazat ni ummi. Then you have to have a muannas. Are you with me, brothers and sisters? Clear? Sometimes I want to be assured that you have understood it well, inshallah. Next one, brothers and sisters. Hati mudariya. Al-afal al-atiyati. This is a very easy exercise, brother. Ghalaba yaglibu. Ghalaba yaglibu. To overpower somebody, to conquer, to triumph. Habata yahbitu. To land, brothers and sisters. Kasa yaksu. To dress somebody. To cloth. Aftara yuftiru. What is the meaning of aftara yuftiru? To break fast. To have a breakfast. Asarra yusirru. To talk to somebody in secret. To tell something to someone in secret. Akrada yukridu. To loan somebody. Akrada yukridu. To give a loan to somebody. What is the next one, brother? Exercise? Uskur abab. Is that the exercise?
Yes.
Oh, iktarada. I beg your pardon. Iktarada. What is the meaning of iktarada? Brother, to borrow. What is the meaning of iktarada? To borrow. To borrow. Fine, brothers and sisters. Next one. Uzkur abwab al-afwal al-waridati fi hadithi Abi Zar. If you want, we'll go back so that you get a good practice. I'll go back, brother, to the lesson. It's a good exercise. Let us do it again, brothers and sisters. Every verb in this hadith, in Abi Dharrin and in Nabiyyi, فيما روي عن الله تبارك وتعالى أنه قال. Brother, start from the beginning. Where is the first verb? ruwiya. Huh? What is ruwiya? It is madi, majhul. What is madi, ma'lum? Rawa, yarvi. Huh? To narrate. Huh? Okay, fine. Tabaraka, form 6, madi. Huh? Wa ta'ala, form 6, madi. How will you say tabaraka? Tafa'ala. Huh? You have to give a wazan. Huh? And the next one will also be tafa'ala. Got the idea? Very good. Annahu ka'ala. What is ka'ala? Madi. Ya ibadi inni harramtu. What is harrama? Fa'ala. Form 2. Bab taf'il. Okay? Zulma ala nafsi. Ja'altuhu. Ja'ala. Madi. Fine, brother and sister. Fala tazalamu. What is tazalamu? Form 6. Got the idea, brothers and sisters? Very good. We are going to check out each and every verb. Where is the next form, brother and sister? No, dalun is not the verb. It is not the verb. We are only looking for, dalun is ism fa'il. We are looking for verb. Hadaita. Are you with me? Hada yahdi. Hadaituhu. So hada yahdi. What is hada yahdi? It is madi. Nakis al-ya'i. And nakisu al-ya'iyu. Are you with me, brothers and sisters? Very good. Fastahduni. What is this, brothers and sisters? Form 10. Ifta'ala. Very good. Ahdikum. What is this? This is mudariya. Hada yahdi. Very good. Next one. At'amtuhu. What is at'ama? Form 4, brothers and sisters. Fastata'imuni. Form 10. Form 10, brother. Ut'imukum. Form 4. Form 4. Maybe we should ask to have samosas if you make a mistake. Okay, yeah. Kasautu. What is kasautu? Madi. Kasa yaksu. Fastaksuni. Form 10. Aksukum. Aksukum. Mudariya. Is form 1 you can say. Mudariya. Okay. Tukhti'una. Form 4. What is it? Form 4. Brothers and sisters, if you can identify these, then alhamdulillah, you are doing extremely well in your studies, inshallah. وَأَنَا أَغْفِرُ وَأَنَا أَغْفِرُ Mudariya. But it is first form. What is it, brother and sister? First form, the base form. Or you can say form 1. Okay? And it is mudariya. Fine, brother and sister. Fastaghfiruni. Form 10, brother. Aghfir is form 1. Next one, brother. Rawahu. What is rawa? Form 1. We are taking everything. Every word mentioned in this from beginning to the end. Okay? Got the idea, brothers and sisters? Alhamdulillah. We go forward, brothers and sisters. Hati mufrad. Hawaija. Hajatun. Is everybody clear? Hajatun. Necessity. Next one, brothers and sisters. Shurtatun. Shurtiyun. Shurtiyun. What is the jama of al-qafa? Akfiyatun. What is it? Al-akfiyatun. Like amsilatun, as'ilatun, ajvibatun, adviyatun, akfiyatun. Are you with me, brothers and sisters? Akfiyatun. Write down, I'll write down one more time. Ma aslu tazalamu. Ma aslu tazalamu. Fi qawlihi alayhi salatu wassalam. Fala tazalamu. What is original, brother? Fala tatazalamu. What is it, brothers and sisters? Fala tatazalamu. Very good. Now we come to number 16. يجمع آر على فرات على وزن فؤلة. Okay. So wazan is this. What is the wazan? Fu'alatun. So Arin, brother and sister, Arin became which is actually, brothers and sisters, are you with me? Remember Arin. What is Arin? Arin, Mankus. So what is Arin? Ariyun. So there is a Ya there. Huh? So this, brother, Alif is actually Ya. Huh? Ura Ya Tun. Fu'a Latun. Are you with me? So think of this, and make it on the wazan of Fu'alatun, but you will end up doing something like this. Next one, brothers and sisters. اجمع اسماء الآتية هذا الجمع. See, Mashin. What will be Mashin? Mushatun. What will be? Mushatun. Mashin will be Mushatun. Correct, brother? Actually it is Mushayatun. What is it? Mushayatun. Just for our information, brother. And Qadin will be, yes, sister.
In the book it's given, when they give the word, it says Fa'alatun.
Yes, Sister Naima, look at it. Look at it. Ala wazani. What is ala? So what is wazani? Ism majrur. Wa huwa mudaf. And fu'alatin is mudaf ilayhi. It is just because of being a mudaf ilayhi. If you do not make it mudaf ilayhi, then what it will be? Fu'alatun. We got to understand like that. Are you with me, brothers and sisters? Inshallah. These things, you will feel that there is a kasra here, but when you think little deeply, then you know that maybe there was a harf sharf before it, or there was a mudaf before it. So then it will become Qadin Qudatun. Originally it will be Qudayatun. Hadin Hudatun. Originally Hudayatun. Okay. Ramin. To throw. Rama Yarmi. Thrower. Ramin Rumatun. Brother, Walin is a governor. Wulatun. Ghazin Ghuzatun. Hafin is barefooted. Hafin is barefooted. So, hufatun. Originally, hufayatun. Are you with me, brothers and sisters? Inshallah. Walin can also mean hakim. Remember, hakim. Okay. Now, the last one, brother. Nawasibu mudariya. Okay. Nawasibul mudariya arbatu ahrufin. There are 4 particles. Nawasibu mudariya are 4 particles. An wahiya harfu masdariyatin wa nasbin wa istiqbali. Nahwu. Wallahu yuridu an yatuba alaykum. Allah wants to turn to you in forgiveness. Allah wants to forgive you. Are you with me, brothers and sisters? All you have to understand, brothers and sisters, that an will always make the fi'l mudari'a into mansub, and it has the meaning of a masdar. That is why we call it harfu masdariyatin wa nasbin wa istiqbali. Now this is something new. Before we used to say an nasbin wa masdariyatin. Now you can change that an harfu masdariyatin wa nasbin. Doesn't make any difference. Okay? And now we have to add wa istiqbali, future. Fine. Lan wa hiya harfu nafyin wa nasbin wa istiqbal. It will give you the meaning of future. Qala innaka lan tastatiya ma'i sabran. Ma'iya sabran. Brother? Innaka. Inna harfu taqid wa nasbin. And ka is your ismun. And the whole jumla is khabar inna. Okay. Lan is what we can say harfu nafiyin wa nasbin wa istiqbalin. Tastati'a, what kind of a verb is this? Form 10. It is form 10 and it is mansub. Okay. Ma'i, what is ma'i? Zarf and mudaf ilayhi. No, what is sabran? What is sabran? No. Maf'ulun bihi. This is the maf'ulun bihi for tastati'a. This is sabran, brother and sister. It is not hal. Sister Manas, it is maf'ulun bihi. You cannot have sabr with me. So it is maf'ulun bihi. You can't have what? Sabr. So maf'ulun bihi. Kai. وَهِيَ حَرْفُ مَصْدَرِيَةٍ وَنَسْبٍ وَاسْتِقْبَالِ. Just like an. No difference. Kai nusabbihaka kathiran. What is kathiran? Maf'ulun mutlaq here. Kai nusabbihaka kathiran. So that we can glorify you a lot. Okay, brothers and sisters? What is missing here? No. Li kai. If kai is there, li is there. If it is not written, but it is there. Are you with me, brothers and sisters? Think like that. Idhan وهي حرف جواب وجزاء ونسب واستقبال. نحو. Hamid says, brothers and sisters, سأزورك غدا إن شاء الله. سأزورك غدا إن شاء الله. What is the answer? إذن